woke up, couple bodies from the club dealing with this hangover. God damn.
Here, man, take these. Wait, no, don't take those. What? Why? Did you take that whole thing, man? Whoa, you just did the biggest bag of acid I've ever seen anybody take in their entire life. Name that movie.
Cheech and Chong.
I'm sorry, I'm just surrounded by weed smoke. I don't know what to do here.
That was an easy one.
I can't see across from here.
I was going to say Last Thursday.
Last train to Paris. Welcome, everybody, to the Hangover Podcast. I'm your host, Trey, a.k.a. Walter White, a.k.a. this is probably the prettiest background we've ever had in any episode ever.
Close.
Fuck out of here. Sitting across from me, as always, is Takeoff Music's very own Mr. TL.
Yeah. Over here multitasking like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
Sitting all the way to my right is the aggravation. His mother never loved him. He did everything he could to stand out in high school, but still never made varsity. Mr. Average Joe.
What it does.
And then sitting to my right, we have a very special guest in the building tonight. Well, we're in his building. This is getting confusing. I'm getting a contact high. He is the New Orleans Banksy. He is the only person that I cannot sit around without laughing. He came in here today, and the first question he asked was, "Sir, are y'all going to keep me from getting canceled?" Absolutely not, sir. We have Mr. Josh Wingerter. Josh.
I'm close to the mic.
And then we also have another special guest with us, but I don't think he's in the camera frame. And he's not close to the mic. He's not as close to the mic as you were.
You good?
There
You good?
it is.
There it is.
We have Mr. Keith Eccles. Just the look on his face just now. I'm just going to butcher my fucking name and keep moving. All right. Let's see how this show's going to go. Oh, God. Well, we'll start here. How was everybody's week?
It's fantastic.
I don't remember.
Which isn't normal.
How about you, sir?
Super duper.
How about you over there, sir?
It was amazing.
Amazing week?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it with amazing.
Yeah. The weather was a little crazy. A lot of rain this week, and when it wasn't rain, it was sweat your balls off hot. But I think for the most part, it wasn't that bad.
Drip, drip.
So we did a little pregame before the show. I feel like we have to warn everybody now. There was definitely some pregaming going on beforehand. But anyway, so Joe, you got stuck at a strip club last night. How'd that go?
Stuck? Thank you for that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
How does it feel going to a strip club in your 30s?
I'm not in my 30s. I am 30.
Oh.
I'm not in them.
Oh, see, in the peak of your 30s.
Yeah.
How does it feel going to a strip club?
I mean,
It's that thing where like you pay.
it's the same as you felt like when you was in your 20s.
I doubt it, because now I think about the fact that it's $30 to get in. It's
It was
$72 for 12 with gas prices the way they are right
I
now.
was just as shocked as you.
I
Yeah.
mean, what was the quality like, though, bro?
This is his show now.
Yeah.
My apologies.
No, you're fine. Go.
One of the better strip clubs I've been to, actually.
And which one did you go to? Go give him a plug.
Damn, which one I go? Oh, it was Penthouse.
No, he bought
I just noticed
that
the opposite
shirt
from
to
this.
go to a different. Tell him
Yeah.
about that. What did you went to another strip club to buy a shirt to go to a strip club?
Yeah, because they wouldn't let me in with no sleeves. So I was like, fuck you, I'm not buying your shirt. I went to another strip club, bought that shirt, then went back to that strip
So fuck you. I'm not gonna buy your shirt. I'm just gonna throw money at your horse.
club. Yeah.
That was rude. I'm sorry. Sex workers.
Yeah, it's like reverse psychology, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, make him like this strip club better than that one. I haven't go to that one, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Worked out perfectly.
Because I'm the guy that thinks that strippers like them. That's my weakness
Like
out
you
of all
like-
my
you-
superpowers.
Like walk around just smiling at him.
I had a stripper scream at me on stage one time, and it was the most uncomfortable moment of my life. I'm sitting in the back minding my business with a beer. I'm at a strip club by myself, And out of nowhere, she stops dancing, middle of some Metallica song, and starts screaming at me because I wasn't throwing money at her, but I was staring at her.
But
Was I wrong? He seemed invested in the story, and I feel like his face said, "That's bullshit, bro." He looked away, so I'm gonna guess I was wrong in that situation.
Oh,
now I have learned something like going to a strip club.
What's that?
You never tell a stripper she looks tired.
I think women in general. I think you can't tell women in general they look tired, or they take it as you calling them ugly.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
that might be it. Yeah, I
Ma'am,
feel like
in the
that's what it
background that
is.
makes the incredible drinks. Is that a thing? Like, if you tell a woman she looks tired, why are you covering your eyes? Like, is she the wrong one to ask? You can never tell a woman anything negative. Right. There you go, Joe. There's your Josh. There's your problem.
I didn't do it. Nah, one of the homies did it.
Damn. You would look so much better if you had a nap.
I'm not saying you look like you look like a hard-working woman. That's it.
So you're saying I'm muscular? That's what you're saying?
I mean, you literally do upper body workouts all day. That's your job. Yeah.
You know what? Before we dig this hole any deeper, I think we have a voicemail.
Okay.
Let me just try to focus my eyes so I can find it.
Are you connected?
I don't think so. I also. So wait, who did it? Who did it? Sounded like somebody in the background. All right, I'm connecting right now. All right, let's see here. So we have voicemails. We have a voicemail. Would you like to introduce who it is, Josh? Who's that guy right there? Can you read right now?
Infamous Swamp.
Oh, okay. So it's nobody interesting. Let's see. Here we go.
What's up, you fuckers? It's your favorite degenerate here.
Jesus.
Thought I'd call and leave a voicemail since nobody likes y'all anymore and decides to do them. Besides Lolo, but she ain't shit anyway.
Okay.
Just want to say I love you guys. Mike, your taste is horrible, and Nikki, yours is too, honestly, for saying y'all disliked Doctor Strange so much,
not
but
doing
praised the fuck out of Thor. I'm sorry. It was a great comedy, but it was terrible for the scheme of the MCU.
You looking insulted.
While I got you, Nikki, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to say the name of the CEO of Google 3 times fast.
Oh, God.
See if you can get it. And as always, guys, I love y'all. Stay classy and fuck Mike.
Also, fuck Mike.
What the fuck was that?
D-Row.
Why do we let people call us?
I don't know, man.
I think
I don't
we're
know.
done here.
Shut up.
You looked insulted by that. Like, did you get to see the new Thor movie yet?
Oh no, man! I heard it was so not ready for me to see it.
Did you enjoy the Doctor Strange movie?
Oh yeah, man! I started watching that and I was like, all right, nah. No, I mean, like, there was stuff about it that was cool, but for the most part, like, with as much shit that was going on, I was bored as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm watching everything do, Doctor Strange shit turn into all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is really cool. But what the fuck is going on? Like, what's actually happening right now?
That's going to be your thoughts when you see Thor.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it was so good that I don't really want to see any more superhero movies, Like, that's kind of where I'm at with it, man. It's like, I mean, there's cool parts and shit, but for the most part, it's like, I don't know. I guess I've kind of numb to the whole, like, this guy's the good guy, that shit's going to blow up.
Are you over the MCU?
I mean, I'm not gonna say over. Like, I'll still check it out. I still like comic books. I still like superheroes. I still like, I mean, I probably won't, to be frank, like dig like all the new characters being introduced because I don't have history with them. Most of like the comic book watching, that I do is because of the nostalgia.
Okay.
It's like, yeah. This brings me back to when I was this old and I thought heroes were like the coolest motherfuckers in the world who always
Batman.
did the right thing and were cool. Which like, whereas now, like all the new heroes are like, they're edgy and badass and have, parent problems and, and like, it's like, yeah, he's a bad guy, so I can fucking kill him. You know, that's all like the new heroes. But like when I think about comic books and I think about superheroes and stuff like that, I think about them like, oh, he's a bad guy, so I could beat the fuck out of him. And then like that's kind of where we draw the line. Then we'll call the cops, you know, because he's gonna need an ambulance or whatever. You know.
Now he's floating headless down the Hudson River.
Yeah, like murdered, and then the crowd is like clapping, like, fuck that guy, you know. But I don't know. I think that's where I'm at with like most of the superhero movies. I feel like, you know, I mean, I don't know. You're just watching a bunch of action with like somebody to kind of cheer on.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Turtle, how do you feel?
I had to pee, man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's tight.
Hangover.
It's tight.
All right. Well, I think we also have some. Hit the button.
Top fans, here's all the people that like our shit.
It's a bop, right? Is that right, Joe?
Top fans, if you ain't on this list, you can suck our dicks.
Respectfully, you can suck our dicks. I love like the people that are sitting in the room right now that have no headphones on. So like, the fuck are they doing right now?
There was a respectful dick sucking song that just played. You all missed out. So
Don't worry. After it's over, we'll let everybody come get the headphones so they can hear this #1 hit single. Okay, now I think I figured out how to find the top fans. It's not easy, and here we go. Okay, so for 1 year, we have Mr. Jason Dufresne, Mr. Larry Frederick, Mr. Devin Whitmore, Mr. Swamp Thing Nicholson himself. That was loud as shit. Thank you. See, there's so much weed smoke in there, I couldn't find the straw just now.
Did you still didn't cut Obi-Wan badge back on?
I didn't touch it after that.
So for 11 months.
I didn't touch it after that.
So for 11 months, we have Sean Milligan.
Oh.
No? Okay. No, I'm okay
I'm
with
only
that.
touching.
So for 6 months, we have Mr. Dustin Spencer. We have a lot of top fans this week. And then for 5 months, we have DJ Obi-Wan and Jonathan Gaspar.
See, I said you ain't touch it.
That's what I was
Doing my
saying.
job, man.
He actually came back.
Yeah.
For 3 months, we have Mr. Matthew Lazara. The fuck is that? And then for 2 weeks, we have a new top fan, Miss Justice Buffoon. Buff one.
yeah, murder that.
Take it.
I'm not doing good with last names today. Alrighty. So as y'all can see, this is actually one of those episodes you're gonna have to watch on YouTube because the background is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And
A lot of arts.
we have a singer.
we are what? All right. So we are currently sitting in the Josh Wingerter Art Studio. Is that the official name for it?
Oh yeah, it's the Wingerter Art Center.
Wingerter Art Center. Sorry.
No, it's cool.
Okay. So, first question first. When do you become confident enough to put a $10,000 price tag on one of your pieces?
Oh man, you know, like I just woke up and was like, 10 racks sounds about right. No, that's
Hell
not
yeah.
that. Like to be honest,
Fuck that. That's
Hell yeah.
yeah. So no, man. I think it's over time, like you know, working in the industry, selling art and everything else like that. And then when I first experienced Art Basel in Miami, and I went out and I got to see a lot of other artists, international and so on and so forth, and kind of see other work and what it was selling for. It kind of made me realize like my own value.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, cool, so this is actually where I fit in on the scene, and I really should have my work priced here accordingly so that I can actually be considered like legitimate, like a lot of these artists. And I started pricing my work a lot higher. You know, you mentioned like the $10,000 paint, and I was like, yeah, I remember pricing it at $10,000 and being like, yeah, it'd be crazy if that sells. And then it sold.
And then it fucking
And I
sold?
was like, fuck. So I was like, cool, I'm going to do like 5 more of them, and then like 3 of those sold. And then I was like, cool, I'm going to do like another 10, and then we ended up selling a bunch of them, and I was like, well, shit.
Why would I ever price it for cheaper?
Well, yeah. I mean, well, I think at the end of the day, like it's like anything else. Like if you know your worth and you know your value and you stay true to that, like the people that value you will come to you.
I'm more proud of you because of how clearly of a pothead you are. but you also because I would expect Turtle gets extremely high, and I expect him to paint something and then just be like, "Yo, how much do you want for it?" It's like, bro, just take it, bro. Like, it's fucking yours, man. I don't care. But my guy sitting across from me, I was actually very shocked that you said his name because while I can't pronounce it, I've seen it a lot. And you've done some. Didn't you do something for a local town here, Gretna?
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah.
It's a what?
A thing. One thing that was for Popeye's commercial that I did.
Oh no shit. Okay, so you're in fucking commercials.
A lot of mural stuff, and they would talk to these guys.
If you can get closer to the mic, that would be fantastic.
Come in from L.A. and the UK, and they're like, "We're gonna go paint a mural in the French Quarter." Well, no, you're not, because that's not how they do shit here.
Right.
So I said, "Hey," and I went to talk to a guy who owns the building that's on, and he collects my work. And I say, "Hey, dude, how would you feel if you was on your patio and you had a Keith Eccles mural, and you didn't have to pay for it?" I'm listening.
Yeah.
So Pieces Park started moving, people started doing things, and it happened.
Huh.
And then the neighborhood and the people took ownership in the mural, and that's how it went down.
Okay.
I did the gym for LeBron James for the first All-Star game. I did the 100 years of Zulu coconut.
You do
that went to
nothing,
White House
Josh.
with, President Obama.
Dope.
I'm the same dude.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is listen. This is Master Splinter.
Okay.
And he's pretty cool. Man fed me pizza a few times.
No, because obviously you had told me the last time. So obviously, like when the last time we spoke, you had a friend that you were going to bring on here with Nate, I believe his name was.
Yeah. Nate Jones.
But he decided that he was who?
Nate Jones.
But he decided he was too cool to be here, and so you brought this man on. As soon as I saw the name, I was like, I feel like I've seen that name before. And then as soon as I checked out your website, and holy shit, man, that's some impressive shit that you got going on.
We do some stuff.
You do some stuff and some things, and god damn it, man, I tip my hat to you.
Appreciate it.
You're very fucking talented. But Mr. Josh, so we'll play the game and then we'll escalate to see how it goes. Where'd you get started?
What do you mean?
One of the first times you and I spoke, you mentioned a quick story about how you were very proud of yourself because you said you started from a trailer park. And
a trailer park?
Yeah. That's what you said.
Man, that's like the wrong Josh.
Oh wow.
No. I think what you're referencing, I think you're just high, man.
That's gotta be a contact.
But anyway, I think what you're referencing is like I mentioned that when I was a kid, I remember living right off of right next to the Huey P. Long Bridge. I lived in a trailer right there for like a short period.
All right. That's how like rich I am. That's all the same to me. If you live in a trailer, you're in a trailer park.
Shit. So,
Wow.
just so everyone's educated on the matter, it takes multiple trailers to create one park.
We were just the one.
Is it a fair if it's fucking one ride, man? All right, think about it. Anyway.
That was a good analogy.
No, I hate the way that he looked over at me and he was just like, you got the wrong Josh. I lived in a trailer, not a park. There was no fun.
No.
Park insinuates fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, you were saying?
But yeah, no. So no, I remember living like in that spot over there, which was like, it was pretty tough kind of scene, and then moving over onto 4th Street over here, right off of Ames, and lived there for a few years before we moved over here into Westwego when I was, I guess, like 6-7 years old, something like that. And then, I grew up over here in Westwego, but, just having the memories of like, where I was living and, how shit was or whatever, and being in the situation I'm in right now, like, I just really feel like a super lucky guy. I don't think, I smile a lot, not because I'm just high all the time. It's because I'm aware of like how fortunate I am, where I'm at in life and people around me, the stuff I get to do, like, I don't know. And I like to reflect back anytime that I'm kind of doubting myself or whatever, so that I could just be like, well, hey, man, this is what was going on, and this is where we are now. So, like, shut the fuck up and smile about it, It's like
That's fucking inspirational. But I also wanted to ask, I made the comment when we first started the show, but I first heard about you because somebody mentioned... I didn't make that up. Somebody literally told me when, like, he's like the New Orleans Banksy.
Oh, that's
How does that comparison make you feel?
Oh man, I mean, it's a lot of different feelings. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I think for the most part, when people say that, you know, they mean it with like with respect. And
Absolutely,
it's a compliment. You know what I'm saying? And
put your lips on the mic.
excuse me, you know, excuse me, got to do this little hippie leg cross right quick. Yeah, but
This is about to get very sexual.
Yeah, I mean, if this is what sex starts like for you, man, bummer.
Here we go.
It's like, but anyway. So like, yeah, so when I hear that, like, first of all, like, I knew that it's coming from like a positive place, you know, and so I try to receive it in that manner or whatever, you know. But as any creative, like, when you do something, you kind of want to have certain things about yourself that distinguish you. You know,
you want to you're like you want to be the next Josh, not the next Banksy.
Well, I just kind of want to do my thing, man. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand the comparisons in regards to like, yeah, I do stencil art.
You vandalize a lot of properties.
I mean, you could call it vandalizing, you know, man. But if you ever came out with me like to actually do a gig, or like I call it a gig, but you know, that's what I kind of call my public art, because I want to go out and do stuff in front of people. You know? And it's kind of like a community participation thing. You know, like I like public art because like there's a lot of
people cheer you on while you vandalize the building.
Well, yeah, pretty much. You know, like, and then they'll be like, "Hey, look, I have a building. You want to vandalize this one too?
You can vandalize my house any fucking time you want."
My point exactly. You know, so like I mean, just like I was saying earlier about like, you know, the value of my art and like, oh, we price the art at this much and so on and so forth. I feel like, you know, that value like translates into the neighborhood when I go do public work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's free for people though. For people that like can't necessarily purchase art and buy art, you know, I mean, I didn't start purchasing art until I was probably like 33, like 4 fucking years ago, something like that, you know, and now like I collect art regularly because I'm educated on the matter and so on and so forth. But prior to that, like the only art I really had access to was like a lot of like street art, and that's how I got into doing like a bunch of street art and stuff like that, because other than like sketchbooks at school, you know, it's like oh, you can go walk around on the street and see all kinds of shit that's like, what the fuck? You know, like, look at these colors, look at these writings, look at these fucking, all kinds of just like freestyle work and then fun stuff. And then most of it looks like large sketch pads. That's always been like my favorite thing about it, is it looks like, you know, something that I would do in fucking first period. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no,
that's
like,
a way to put it.
No, because that's how, you know, a big portion of like going to school was for me, and I think for a lot of creatives is like you're not engaged, right? And you're kind of like in your sketch pad, you're drawing something, you know, and whether it be like, you know, whether it be just like tag stuff or if it's just like funny shit. Like I used to like to draw my teachers, you know, the teachers I didn't like. I'd love drawing them motherfuckers.
Did you give it to them?
No. Oh. You put that like on the door so everyone could see it. Like, give it to them.
Vandalize the door.
Yeah, it's like, man, fuck that. You know, it's like, no, I'm gonna put this on the door. So, you know, like, I guess that would be another form of like public art. So, I mean, that's been a part of what I do since like, you know, junior high. You know.
Okay. Well, from there,
I'm good. I need something to drink. I'm eating myself right now.
Is your microphone even turned up, Turtle?
It is.
I can barely hear you.
I don't know why it's not coming. Is that better?
Tapping Turtle.
Cottonmouth taking his voice.
What?
So, at what point do you realize this is something I can turn into money?
Well, I mean,
Bless you.
Oh, thank you. Well, anyway,
It's the go weed.
oh yeah, it's good stuff. It's the contact eye. But
Fuck you, Josh.
So no, man. I don't know if there was like a point where it was like, I mean, I got an opportunity to work at the market on Frenchman Street. Right?
Before you go any further,
okay.
The reason I ask is because now, granted, like you already explained the whole idea behind.
Keith's getting attacked by a drink.
So you've already explained the idea behind like your pricing and like everything like that. So like one day I forgot who it was that like somebody sent me your work, and like obviously I was a huge fan. So I hit you up and I was like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Great work. How about you paint this?" And your response was, "Yeah, dope, thanks." So commission started this number, and then they can go up to this number.
Yeah.
So, like, at what point did you, like, because obviously at a certain time, you were, like you said, you were a kid in a sketchbook. When does that turn into, okay, you know what? I can actually make a living out of this?
Well, I mean, I think it turned into that when I figured out that, you know, it started with people paying me to do stuff, right? Like, it was like what you said. You call me and you'd be like, hey, well, it started with commissions. People would call me and be like, hey, this guy can draw. Hey, can you draw my daughter? You know, or like, can you draw like fucking Batman? You know, or can you whatever. So it kind of started out that way. So then I started doing more and more pieces on canvas because I realized I was selling like these pieces, right? So and the whole time I'm doing this, I have like a full-time job. I'm working like 50, 55 hours a week, you know. But on my downtime, like I replaced like television and gaming with like more painting. You know, and so I kind of just veered off from like TV and playing games or whatever. But added like 6 hours of work to my day, right? But in that time and everything else like that, I kept receiving more and more commissions, you know, and like more and more like opportunities to like, you know, sell stuff. And the art market on Frenchman Street opened up, and whenever that opened up, I took kind of like the amount of art that I had and went out there and started selling it on Frenchman. And when I was out there, the revenue I was generating was like more substantial than the money I was making at Home Depot as a manager, full time, working extra hours and shit.
Plug.
You know. You know?
Wait, which Home Depot?
I worked at a bunch of them. I mean, I started at the Gretna store. I opened up I helped open the store in Gentilly, you know, after the storm, and then after that, you know, opened up the store in Carrollton. Then I helped open the store in Central City.
So you know like what I'll need to buy to fix the brackets underneath my car that I fucked up.
No.
We'll talk after the show. Continue.
Yeah, but no. So when I started working out at the market and generating that revenue, I was like, well, man, you know, if I'm smart about how I handle my funds, you know, because I was making that money way faster than what I was making at Home Depot. In spurts though,
right?
So I had to figure out a way to like navigate that cash, you know, and be like, okay, could this be like a real thing, or is this just like my side hustle? Do I not have to do like roofs on the weekends now? You know, super.
That sounds incredible. Not having to get on a roof one weekend.
Fuck, man.
Fuck yeah.
Especially in the middle of the It's
man,
July.
Look, man, there was a time when you know motherfuckers just had to make money, man. You know, like
Facts.
pick up the hammer, man. Go make a few dollars. I could go to the theaters this weekend.
I'm out the trailer park.
Yeah, but
just the trailer, no, just the one, just the one.
Man, that's fucking hilarious. But no, dude. So like, yeah, after a few years over at the market, you know, and then like kind of getting better at working because I was really focused on production, you know, because I'm a big fan of practice. You know, so if you want to be good at something, you know, you do it a fuck ton.
You put your 10,000 hours in.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, that's it. You know, you want to get to that 10,000 hour mark. So like, you know, I set this goal of making like 1,000 paintings a year. You know, so like in that 3-year period, I think 1 year I did like almost 1,400 paintings. You know, and which equates to like a fuck ton a week, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
That's a very good unit of measurement for.
Yeah. You know, like I measure in fuck tons. I don't know what your life's like.
While you sleeping, I'm grinding.
Yeah, man. I mean, either you want it or you want it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the second one. But no, man. So like after that, you know, I decided, you know, I could step away, and you know, my art's worth enough that I could step away and you know kind of take make this move, you know. But I really didn't make a move for like 2 fucking years after that. I was kind of like terrified, you know. And
I mean, you was making that Home Depot money, you know what I mean? You were just like, well, this is cool, but I got the orange apron.
You through, you know.
Well, I mean, I think it was more or less like I felt like when I was working at Home Depot, I had accomplished something that a lot of people were already trying to do. You know, like I bought a house, I had a car, you know, I had a full-time job at Home Depot, I got insurance, I got stock. You know, I got all that bullshit everybody wants, and they'd be like, yeah, now I could run a family and take care of my family and have a fuck ton of kids, and we'll go on vacation, you know.
401k,
you know, no, nice, I mean, I don't know, but anyway.
I mean, that's pretty on point, yeah, actually, yeah.
Like, I don't know, but I mean, and that's cool and all, but for me, I was like, man, you know, I feel like I'm pretty good at this shit, and I could do this whenever I want, and I could come back to this, you know. And it wasn't until I found out I was going to be a dad that I was like, you know what, fuck this job, you know. And I literally quit, like, the safe job.
Which most people would have the complete opposite effect.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
know. Because, like, I'm trying to imagine right now the job that I have, and then Nicole telling me again that she's pregnant, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to be a rapper.
Yeah.
The difference is you were good at painting.
That's what I was just gonna ask you. Can you?
No, he can't. Like, no, he can't. He can't do it. He can't.
Trees, you got a 16 in your pocket.
It's in there. I got one.
You got one.
You ready?
Oh fuck!
Bet that shit.
Oh Lord.
Dude,
listen.
Please, for the love of God.
So you, Keith, I actually. So like I said, the comparison that I heard from him was a Banksy-esque and the graffiti style painting and everything else. But like yours, I don't think I've ever seen. Do you have like an inspiration or anybody that in particular that?
See, I came up from a different time. I grew up on 4th Street as well.
Uh-huh.
It was cool, you see. Because when I came up in Groton, it was 4 people. And, you know, we couldn't afford to leave.
Whoop,
And
whoop.
now it's changed so much, people can't afford to come back.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is, my inspirations came from playing Kern and all this in comic books because we didn't have the internet at our hand.
Right.
And I knew as long as I don't remember a time when I didn't do this, to be perfectly honest with you. And, you know, Josh has done a lot of great things, but when you look at what his crew does for the community,
Yeah.
you know, I still teach. I'm still a high school art teacher. And what we're doing in the community to bring kids up, you know, put the phones away and let's be creative.
Yeah.
That's where the real
Hit it for him one time.
you know.
Clappity clap clap.
But anyway, that's my position is I was inspired, always knew to draw and paint. The stick lines I've always used. It was always told do something else.
But I've only been sitting here talking to you for a couple hours, and you seem like a very calm guy. You're very chill, very nice.
Everybody says that about me. You know,
Everybody just started laughing in this fucking room. Wait, is he an asshole? Is that what it is?
rapper.
That's how you know it's bad. When everybody immediately just cuts you off with that.
Hey, yo!
I'm usually
heard
really
this motherfucker?
No. When homeboy leans in and he's like, I'm really good at reading people, and I just want to know after a couple minutes you seem pretty fucking chill.
I didn't say I was good at reading people. Well, no, it's funny because I was literally about to say, like, your art's extremely chaotic. Like, it's a lot of stuff all over the place. And I'm like, just from sitting here talking to you, you don't seem...
I'm kind of all over the place sometimes.
Okay.
That's the beauty of it, you know.
Yeah.
People, you know, I hang out with art people that do what I do, you know, and I think that, you know, some people like Josh and most of these guys in this room right now that paint, they share ideas all the time because I can teach you anything. What you choose to do with it, that's on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take away from us. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, to be around creative people that are doing cool stuff all the time, it makes life rich.
Yeah.
You don't really pay attention. And as crazy as the world is right now, there's some crazy shit going on. When you paint, that's not in your space.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's probably why I appear to be so calm.
It's probably also the contact high we're all getting in here.
Contact.
Oh, shit. So, just from what we can see and hear right now, that's all on camera, one that might not be so easily seen, Turtle, I don't know if you could tell me, but above the door frame, there's a banana taped to a pink canvas. Can you see that?
No.
Okay,
I can
so
slide it up though.
there's a small canvas, and there's a banana taped to it.
It's like right up yonder.
And then as you move down, there's a monkey, the Mandalorian, a pink ape,
Yes.
Jimi Hendrix,
Those are guys.
Dorothy, Prince,
Yes.
Mona Lisa.
That's me.
More people I don't know.
Did that too.
So, your inspiration, is it just shit that you love?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of shit that I love, and I mean, if you don't mind, I want to kind of piggyback on your conversation with Keith real quick
Go for
before I start talking about things I love. But no, man.
Shout out, boo.
Yeah. I think it's very important to just mention, you know, Keith was my high school art teacher at Higgins, and like he kind of. Oh man, there's a lot of things you could eat a dick about. But anyway.
Like, of all the dicks you can eat, that's the biggest one.
Yeah,
We gotta
you
put
could
that
just-
shit on
I
a
mean,
t-shirt.
I don't know why you keep coming at me, bro.
I'll see y'all outside.
What?
Where
you going?
Where you going?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
well,
Okay.
say something then.
Yeah, man. I was like, he's leaving. I insulted him. I didn't know he was so sensitive. He talks very tough.
We just gonna put that clip on the YouTube and cut it before he say he's making a drink.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, since you've been feeling so generous,
Make sure it ain't got. Oh, y'all got y'all old cups. I was about to say.
What's up? You
Yeah.
said I could keep
3 of
talking.
them joints.
I should keep talking. Oh
Yeah, keep
yeah.
talking.
So anyway, I just wanted to say that like Keith Eccles, my high school art teacher, the guy sitting across from us right now, that is
Not in the camera.
observed as very calm. That is which is all
Mistakes were made.
super interesting to me. But I mean, one of probably the most encouraging people, especially in the early parts of my career. I mean, he has his own ways of encouraging people. It's in a very calm manner.
I never realized how much of a troll Josh was.
But,
Here we are.
But no, man, no, seriously. Like, I mean, I'll never, like, I tell this story all the time, and it's a funny fucking thing. But I used to go hang out at Keith's art studio, and he let me paint there, and let me like kind of kick in, use supplies and whatever. Kind of talk to me about other projects, and I mean, he was the first artist that I ever met that was doing it like full time. It's like, you know what my life is? I paint. And I mean, he's a school teacher, but he's fucking painting at school. And then when he gets out of school, he's fucking painting in the evening. But anyway, seeing that motivated me and kind of made me think like, man, I think I could make this a fucking career. I could be just drawing all the time and get paid for it, Right. And so I used to kind of hang out with Keith and kind of watch him in his drive and like, he really fucking works. My man gets it, And he had somebody in his studio one day that was picking up like a rather large painting and whatever. And Keith is like real nice guy, so he walked him over and introduced him to me. And he goes, yeah, this is a young artist. His name's Josh Wingerter. Wasn't so fucking lazy. He could be pretty good,
There's that calm niceness to it.
Yeah.
Would it be better if we tilted the mic up more towards them turds?
Probably just a little bit.
Yeah, because unfortunately your mic is extremely low, so it would be the closest.
Yeah.
If you could put the mic in your mouth, it would.
There's the Keith I know.
Bro, Jesus.
All right.
No, see, it's already better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely a lot
That
better.
was
We
nice.
can hear you now.
That was nice.
But the main reason I'd ask you that question was because like your friends over there keeps laughing at me.
They'll do
It was
that.
like stupid. Of course he paints things he loves. What the fuck? Clearly you work for 60 minutes. No, but I was asking because while I'm downstairs, I noticed that you had a couple of like Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
That's not common for people well, you're much older than me, but that's not common for most people our age. So, like, were you just a huge fan of Audrey?
Man, you just keep taking shots, huh, brother?
You keep calling me a pussy about the contact.
I mean, you keep being a pussy about the contact line. I mean, I don't know, but no, man. So like the Audrey Hepburn thing. I mean, when I talked about like early on, things that I painted was a lot of like commission stuff and things that people talked to me about. And then like some people were brought to me that I was not very educated on and I didn't know much about, But a lot of what I do with my work, especially if it's like new content, I like to research, the person. Because to be honest with you, I don't paint everybody that everyone tries to commission me to paint. If there's, distinguishing characteristic features, I mean, morals and shit like that. If I'm like, I don't want to paint. Like I have, I get a lot of
swastikas.
No, well, I mean, of course not that. I mean, fuck. I mean, that's pretty hilarious. That's not a common suggestion for me. But I would definitely say no to it.
I'm glad you cleared that up because
yeah.
it's like people are going to be listening. It's like, so does Josh just have like message after fucking message?
No.
Come on, man. Just make me a swastika.
No, shit. No, man. I get a lot of suggestions. I mean, a lot of requests to paint like serial killers. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't want to do that?
Not really, man. I mean,
Richard
maybe I could paint
Ramirez,
like
baby.
I could paint like Michael Myers because who gives a fuck about those teenagers?
Yeah, facts.
but like
Shouldn't have been
but like,
fucking.
no, I'm just saying. But I don't want to paint like real motherfuckers out here really killing people, really fucking up people's lives.
See,
how would
when you put it like that, it makes my obsession with serial killers seem really fucked up.
I mean, yes, it does. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to like fuck up people's shit. I'm just saying that like most of my art is derived from like a happy place.
Okay.
And when you bring me like some kind of weird shit, I'm like, player, I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, I could do some weird, like I could draw some weird shit for you. I like skulls and brains and fucking hearts and.
But not when they've actually cut off people's
I just
heads.
don't want to paint like Charles Manson and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Manson never killed anybody.
I'm not trying to paint Gacy. Like I'm not.
Gacy,
I'm not.
he killed them
like
motherfuckers.
I'm just saying like these are cats that I'm like, if you need that hanging in your room, I'm the wrong guy.
But I wanted graffiti, Banksy style.
I mean, you saying Banksy style graffiti, this guy. I mean, we do stencils different, but I mean, whatever. I mean,
Breaking news right here on the Hangover podcast. Josh Wingerter is Banksy. So,
No, man.
exposed. So you've mentioned commissions. You've also, I'm assuming you've also done your fair share of commissions.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Is there any that you've done that you were like, I fucking hate that I have to do this, and B, I kind of don't want to give this away?
I've done both. Is the question mine or his?
Both. Josh, you can go first.
Yeah, so one of the paintings I was like, I ended up doing this series for an older lady, and she commissioned me to do 4 large portraits of her for her house, and she sent me the pictures, and they were terrifying. And
What, she was ugly?
like, oh man, I don't even know. She had like the William Dafoe smile.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Fucking
saying?
Green Goblin. He put a Spider-Man reference in
You
there.
know,
Pretty sure that was my
Hidden.
third grade math teacher.
Listen, man, listen. And she was like super sweet. Like she was cool, she was sweet. And I mean, I did the pieces to the T. You know what I'm saying? So they were flying, and she liked them and everything else like that. But actually painting it, I just was like, man, this is intense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, I don't know if that's the right word. It was more
She
of
was
like
terrifying.
it was more of an expression thing. Like you ever know somebody who like can't naturally smile?
It's just like really.
Like you know what I'm talking about, dude. You know, so it was definitely like that situation, like where somebody was behind the camera with a weapon, like bitch, smile. You know,
Also going on a T-shirt.
so yeah, so that portrait.
Name of the episode: Bitch Smile.
You know, that portrait right there was.
You couldn't wait to get it out of your studio.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's gotta be.
Because especially when I do commission pieces, they usually get on my easel and they stay. I leave them on the easel until they come up, until the piece is completed. Because like then I won't work on anything else.
And then you gotta walk.
You know,
past
so like
it.
then I'm like, yeah, I gotta lock into this fucking commission piece.
That's one you got to cover up.
Oh man, no, man. It was
Because then
very,
you never go back to it.
the teeth followed you around the room. It was wild. But that would be like the piece, yeah, that I was so ready to get rid of. And then I don't know, there's a ton of fucking pieces that I've done. I feel like that I've done commissions that like I didn't want to get rid of.
Do you feel like if somebody commissions you, like obviously maybe not like something personal, but like if somebody commissions you to do like a famous or just something in like, do you feel like then you can't recreate that? Like you have to do it either a different way or not at all?
What do you mean?
Like if somebody, like if I don't know, Robin Williams, somebody commissioned you to do it, do you feel like now you can't do any Robin Williams paintings or?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I've been in situations because, like, you know, earlier what I was supposed to get to about the Audrey Hepburn thing was about studying the images and the people themselves. Like, so after I get commissioned to do something, so say Robin Williams, you're like, yeah, Josh, pay me a Robin
That
Williams.
sounds like a great idea.
You know, which I get the request all the time. I just haven't been.
I was one of them. That was how I met Josh.
but yeah, man. So like what I'll do after that is I'll watch some of his movies. I'll watch stand-ups. You know, I'll read stuff about him or whatever, and then like I'll kind of get like, cool, these are little things I could add into most of the times the background to my pieces, which are pretty chaotic for the most part. You know, I'll
We'll get there.
Yeah, I'll add content from like different stuff that I learned about the piece or the person or whatever, you know, into the background, and I try to make it a little more personal than just like regular like practical shit. You know, I was explaining a piece downstairs earlier to somebody. And it was like the names that were in the background. It was like, why does it say this in the background? And I was like, well, because that's what his mom called him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, instead of it being like, you know, oh, we all know this about the person, you know, I feel like the background's kind of like an atmosphere or like a big collage of, like, information and energy.
Okay.
Like you low-key a stalker.
No, it's like you're gonna buy your next. Like he finally does a Robin Williams piece, and it's got a bunch of random words in the background. It's like, you know, noose.
Yeah.
Do you retain a lot of that information that you research about a lot of the pieces?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I mean, the ones that really stick with me, I mean, you see me paint them a whole lot, to be honest with you. And I mean, I find those pieces to always be a lot stronger. You know, I mean, I paint a lot of Jimi Hendrix pieces because I went to like this phase, like when I was like, you know, my early 20s or whatever. Like I was big on like guitar, blues guitar, all that shit.
Mad
and,
acid.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jimi Hendrix fan too, so I get it.
But yeah, so like and like I started like listening to his like live content and everything else, and I was like, oh man, he's just the coolest motherfucker.
Like cool personified.
Like the coolest
Facts.
motherfucker ever. Like he started talking, I was like, who is this cool motherfucker? Like shit, you don't even have to sing, man.
I think it was Woodstock. Like when he had like that crazy fucking like solo performance and just fucking that was the one where they said that he had the bandana with like he
Laced with
he
ice.
made slits in his forehead and like put
And not in his forehead.
That's-
In his bandana, fool.
Man,
he put slits in his forehead and then put acid in his bandana. And
Oh,
then
that's
put it
even
on
worse.
That's what I was.
I never
told.
heard the slits in the
Yeah.
forehead part. That's
yeah,
crazy.
me neither, man.
Yeah, here we are.
I think he's exaggerating.
R.I.P.
Well, here
Jimmy.
we are. And how about you, sir?
Wow, kid.
To the master splinter right here.
Taking in the slits in the forehead.
That same.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that, Keith? You were around for that era,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I was there.
Oh, it's 26. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like Josh said, some things when you're really making money. I had a lady come to me. She wanted, A, B, C, and D in this painting, and I was just like, I'm not fucking doing that. You know what I'm saying? She says, Keith, I will pay you $5,000 to paint it. You don't even have to sign it. Okay, I'll fuck with that. Here's your painting.
Feel that.
That's, you know what I'm saying? And it's done. So,
Yeah.
and then a lot of things I've sold that I like, but it's crazy because when getting back to the education thing, my brother, who was my dude, from 10, passed away 3 months ago.
Oh shit.
So this is the deal. I've been teaching since '98. I got a year and a half, and I was
7 years old.
So good. So this is the thing. Every year, the seniors paint a mural.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you now, I just think my classrooms are the coolest classrooms
Lit.
anywhere. When I go in, I tell you, hey guys, we're gonna turn this into a creative space, and it's not part of your experience. You just don't get it. But after the fact, when the walls and the ceilings are painted, and it looks much like this studio you sit in, a classroom that you come to every day.
Yeah.
Those kids take ownership in that, and that's the deal.
I own that shit.
Okay, back to the new thing. My brother passes. The principal says, why don't you dedicate a mural to your brother in the class of 81?
That sounded like a way to get a free mural out of you.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you love in your life, but when you lose that person,
Absolutely.
okay, that's real to me. So it's not
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be painting on the wall.
Right.
We're going to put it in. But this is the kind of person my brother was. If we're going to dedicate anything and we're going to honor you, he's taking all his friends with him. So in this mural, and I'll share it with you guys later, the entire class of 1981 is on one side. And the entire class, every kid that graduated, his name is put in this mural. Okay? In the class of 2022. And the value, not just me personally, how proud I am of him and how he lived his life and what they allowed me to do. That's an opportunity. When I tell my kids to take advantage of an opportunity, if I don't do the same thing, then what am I teaching?
Right.
But when those kids came in that graduated this year and they saw their names in the front office, because that's where it's at. Right. And I encourage anybody, if you're at West Jefferson High School, it is absolutely
Bucks,
beautiful.
baby.
Absolutely beautiful. And it's like this.
Oh yeah.
We'll get back to that. But anyway, that's what's up. So you have the class of 81 who just celebrated 40 years that came back to see their names on the wall.
That's dope.
Fucking A, man.
That's dope.
What one means the most, and another
Yeah.
one. But to me, that one means the most because of what it stands for.
Absolutely.
Unity of our student body in memory of my brother.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. So, is there any pieces that you've done that are not commissioned? Asshole. That after
You're welcome.
as you were finishing them, you were like, I can't fucking sell this.
Just pieces that I've
Just
painted.
being so dope that you're like, I can't sell
Pieces
this.
that I've just painted, and
Yeah.
I was like, this too dope to sell to people.
Yeah.
No, he said something that was commissioned.
No, something that was not
Oh,
commissioned.
not commissioned.
Yeah, just yeah, I do that all the
Yeah,
time.
no. Is there anybody that like commissioned you for a painting and you were like, you can't fucking have
I like
it
this
now?
shit too much.
But no, does that ever happen that like you create something and you're like, I can't sell this. Like this is too awesome.
Yeah, I have a fuck ton of my art that I keep, man. Fuck yeah. No, like real shit. Like I think my art's dope, bro. Like I mean,
hey,
fuck. Like I mean, I'm not just sitting here painting.
So you are like because
I say he know he needs.
I was
10K.
I was about
That's
to say like my next question was like, do you ever have a moment while you're painting something and you go, God, I'm the shit.
Man.
Like
He just had that moment just now.
like my own dick gets hard looking at my work.
Well,
Wow.
no, I'm more
Wow.
into women. But nah, man.
For now.
I paint and woo.
We got to do this every week.
Every fucking week.
Every week.
Oh, that sounds great. But no, man, I paint and I get mad fucking hype. I'm not gonna lie. I think everybody in here will kind of tell you, like, I work on stuff. I mean, usually my commission stuff, it takes me a little longer to get rolling on it. But when I'm out here and I'm just kind of doing my thing, because I genuinely love painting, man. It's like an outlet for me. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good. It makes me sleep better. You know, it makes me, kind of process everything else that's going on. And creating in general is just something that it makes me feel amazing. And I feel like I vibrate on a different frequency when I'm creating, But yeah, dude, so like there's tons of pieces that I paint. I paint a lot of paintings. I think last month I did, I don't know, it was like 106 or some shit, and
Fucking A.
yeah, well, we're really turning it on, and
We didn't smoke weed that month. It was just pure ecstasy.
no, it's I mean, sorry to disappoint. It's just always weed, man. But every 6 months we get together and we do mushrooms together, and that's cool.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, and we're about at 6 months, But no, man. Out of the pieces that I did, fucking last month or whatever, I think there was like 3 of them that I decided to keep. One of them was like an Elton John piece that I did. That had
Elton John was lit.
Super fucking cool, man. But this was like a 16 by 20 one that I did, which is actually a smaller piece. And but it was done on like the new
measures.
He says I know measure. I was in question, but
I'm throwing shots. Okay.
But anyway, it was done on like this was his last tour in the U.S.
Yeah.
And he did a show here in New Orleans. And like when we had the newsprint in the background. I actually have the piece right now in Maria's office. But I was like, yeah, hang this up here. This isn't for sale. We're gonna keep that one. But I just like the idea that like a lot of my work's done on like newsprint and stuff like that, and stuff that references back to a time that, especially like the last time over. I love keeping pieces like that, and then just the way it was kind of executed was super fun. Because I'm real experimental with my work. And I think that's the reason why I like to keep a lot of them, is because, I like to believe that, like, I'm young in this whole art scene, right? So, like, I've been painting since I was, like, 22 or whatever. I've been doing it, like, professionally for the last 8 years, so since I was, like, 30, Well, 29, But anyway, yeah, so, like, I feel...
29 and a half.
Yeah, so one of those fucking numbers. Aren't you the measurement guy? But
Dick. First interview that ever ends. Hey, let's talk outside. Let's talk outside.
Oh man, I mean all this. I thought we were friends. I thought I could talk to you. If we're not friends, I'm gonna stop talking to you like this. Yeah, man. But yeah. So like, I keep a fuck ton of paintings. My living room has a bunch of my pieces. I mean, I have a bunch of other artists' work. I try to make it a point to buy art. All the time. Especially like if we have like a significant sale or something like that, I put a budget aside to go purchase from like other artists' work that I've been like keeping an eye out on. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that fucking painting.
You dirty bitch, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
How about you? Is there anything that like you're drawing and you're just like, first of all, I'm fucking awesome. Second of all, I'll never fucking sell this.
I think that happens a lot.
Yeah.
No, really.
No,
Honestly,
it's
it
just
happens
great
a
to
lot,
hear
but
it.
This is what happens though, and you'll be in that moment, and this is what we love to do. When you reach a new plateau in your work, and it's something that you admire the process of, I'll put it up in my house, and it'll stay a while, and then after I kind of absorb it, it all ends up next door. Because this is the beauty of it. I live right next door to my studio.
That's awesome.
Boom.
So I never leave work. You understand what I'm saying? And if I'd have knew this 30 years ago, it would have been a lot different, because when my kids come home, where's Dad? He's working. That means it's right next door. I'm not sitting in traffic. I'm not waiting to get anywhere. It's immediate.
Fuck yeah.
And that's what's up. So, yeah, it happens. But, there's a few pieces that I keep. But most of the pieces I've transitioned out. I have a piece that I will never sell that probably has 15 different artists that painted it.
Okay.
And they used to pass through the studio and paint, and it's in my living room, and it's just crazy, crazy good. And I remember those people. It's just like looking at a photo album. I remember when they did that.
Right. So, Turtle, if you could move your microphone a little over to your right, I'm gonna need her to come over here real quick. If you mind taking a step up to the mic real quick?
You won't be on camera.
You ain't gotta be on camera. I just had a question for you in particular.
Oh shit.
So, what is the most probably annoying thing about dating an artist?
I was just I told him to his face today.
Damn.
It's the last minute of everything, because he is spur of the moment and he acts on how he feels, which is always an upper. Me,
I feel good.
I'm prior military. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I have
shit,
to have
rigid.
Stuff, yeah, I have to have stuff planned out at least 2 to 3 weeks out. But today he just tells me, "Yeah, it looks like next week we're going to Miami." I was like, why?
No, I don't think that's like a spontaneous aggravation. I think Josh is an asshole.
No.
Wax City.
No, but what I have learned,
Like, hey, by the way, book the tickets. Here we go.
that would bother me for the longest time, but I learned to trust in him.
Okay.
So every time he's led me on some last minute whatever, it was a fucking life-changing experience. So I learned to ride his vibe, man. Yeah, and that was my healing process, to let go of everything, like that was so structured, and just start living like on high vibrations and energy, and he helped me with that. So it's not annoying anymore, but I was like,
Yeah, because there's the, and I'm gonna get to this in a second, but there's the stereotype of the artist, which is that they're all psychopaths.
No.
And I mean, it's come on.
It's like you just made that up.
No, I did.
Right? Like,
I
who
did.
the fuck?
Look at him over there, like a little bit.
Anyone
Look at
this?
What I think is that the world needs very much.
You ever
they
heard
need very
this?
structured
Hold on.
people. They need very structured people in order to understand.
Yes.
Artists are free spirits.
Yes.
So if you live by, I need structure, I need this, I need that, I need to, like I was saying earlier, I need to have, everything planned in advance.
Structure.
And everybody needs some sort of, like I said, some kind of regimen to follow, some kind of routine. Artists are not like that. That's what makes their work so dope. You know what I'm saying? They need that all of a sudden give me a canvas energy and make a masterpiece.
Yeah.
They don't plan it out.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm painting fucking Marvin the Martian today, babe. Here we go.
Banana with some tape.
Banana with some tape. Is this art asking for a friend?
It's 100 plus.
Well, thank you for being so sweet and flipping that into something
She
really
did flip
nice.
it. She did very good.
Yeah, you did that. That was baller. That was baller. But I mean, real shit. Just
Before we let you go, has anybody ever told you look like Rosario Dawson?
Nope.
It's up there.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So this fake fucking movie y'all were talking about making, y'all
Nope.
was saying that would be my character.
Don't do that.
Oh no. Did I just open up a door?
No, you closed it.
Dreads, help me.
You
Help me,
closed-
Dreads.
Yeah, close that door, buddy.
I don't have a problem with it at all, but I'm like, I don't see the resemblance, but everybody, okay.
It's there. Okay.
It's like the Banksy
I'm
thing, man. It's a
excused.
compliment, yo.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Arbird.
So how do you and don't try to call me crazy, because I know you think it's a thing. Well, I know you know it's a thing.
Thingies.
What? How do you feel about the stereotype that artists are not all there? Or is it basically like what she just said, is that society has expectations and artists are always outside of that?
Yeah, but you know what? Everybody wants to label shit they don't understand.
Yeah.
And
Hit it for them. That's
Bars.
incredible.
Absolutely.
Bars.
You understand, when this group of creative people get together,
I don't want to interrupt you because I heard you're crazy, but please talk in the mic.
and it's cool shit going on, somebody's opinion about how you live your life doesn't matter, because if you don't understand what we do, I don't have time to explain it to you.
Amen.
Because the end result is something tangible. Look at the paintings on the back wall these people are doing. Look on the walls. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Instead of chasing golf balls for 8 hours, we paint shit. Yeah.
Shit, yeah, man. Sorry, y'all good over there?
Pass the basket.
He's trying to get that.
Oh, shit. Did the table break?
No, the table didn't break.
No,
The microphone clampers.
These tables are solid.
Hook him up, Joey. Hook him up. Help him out. Push it forward. Like push the clamp itself all the way on the table.
So we kind of touched on it a little bit, but is there anything that y'all are definitely, like, aside from serial killers and stuff, like, is there anything strict that, like, you have in your mind, like, I'll never paint this, I'll never
I stay away from
express
all the political
this?
shit.
Yeah?
I just don't. You know what I'm saying? It's not my vibe.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So somebody says, oh, I need you to paint this person or this or that. I'm not doing that.
You never made a portrait of Donald Trump?
No, or Nancy Pelosi. No.
No.
Not happening.
You said that name very specifically,
Yeah,
like it's
it
happened
is.
before.
You know, there's different levels of hot. It's just not.
Yeah, it's not. No. About anything for you aside from serial killers?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I do some political shit, I guess. I mean, there's some stuff that like I kind of touch on every now and again. But for the most part, I don't like it to kind of dominate my, my persona, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because the conversation that you and I had very early on when I first met you was that you're trying not to be boxed in as like this is the artist that he is.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like most artists from New Orleans, typically you walk in and one entire room is dedicated just to New Orleans stuff. But you're actually very limited on your New Orleans pieces.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean,
he hates New Orleans. Headline.
Oh,
Wow.
Lies and garbage, man. I love New Orleans.
Of all the things you could suck a dick about, man.
Right? Like, why would you even say it? Why would you say that? It's like, that's harsh. You're like, now we can't be friends. We gotta fight after this.
Just one talk.
Fuck.
Just one talk.
See what you done did? No, but no, I think it's a matter of like, I don't know. I think most artists from here, or most artists that paint here, I should say that, because like more than half of the artists that are here, right, are from somewhere else, and they're painting all like local shit.
Yeah.
And then like that's their jam, and that's cool, man. I have no sweat with it. Like that's cool.
No, I love the paintings of the iron fence with the beads hanging from it.
Yeah, I could dig it. I love
beautiful.
Listen, I love
all
a lot
30
of
of
paintings.
them. They're gorgeous.
I love a lot of paintings. There's a lot of art that I dig that I personally don't paint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just that's just how it is. But I just like the concept of like, just because I'm here doesn't mean I can only be interested in like gumbo.
No,
like I could still like, I could still think that fucking Jimi Hendrix is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why that's such a problem.
Everywhere
like,
in America, they think we eat po' boys for lunch.
Right, man.
Every day.
I didn't get no crawdaddies this morning. Man. Fuck. Like, I mean, I'd recently, and like, I'll do some stuff here and there. Like, I just did like the whole little Creole tomato piece because, I like them on my sandwiches. And I just, and that's really how that fucking
There's
happens.
no other
right?
way to do a BLT.
But I think there's just, I just think there's more than creating like just local imagery, because I mean, for me personally, if you ask me, I mean, everybody kind of like says, "Oh, Josh does pop art," right? And I feel like everybody that does like local content does pop art because that's exactly what pop art is, motherfucker. If it's everywhere all the time in your face and everyone's doing it, sorry, just because it's the cathedral, it doesn't make it not pop art. I mean, like real shit.
No, because this is my take on the St. Louis Cathedral. It's the same fucking building every single time.
Yeah, I mean, I can dig it, man. I can dig it. I mean, I recently painted one, and I thought it came out pretty cool and everything, I mean, it's something that I was, it's like something I've been like people have been like, hey, Josh, could you paint one? Could you paint one? Could you paint one? Could you paint one? Then one morning I woke up and I was like, you know what, motherfucker, I'm gonna paint one.
And I'm glad you did it beautiful and didn't like put a dick on it somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you didn't look at it close, but thanks. Shit. I guess. Oh man, I'm just Josh and chill.
I was gonna suggest that painting to my mother.
And you should, man.
Bring them dollars.
No, it doesn't. Don't do that, you guys. Come on.
As we're gonna tell everybody, there's a hidden dick in it. Buy it. See if you can find it.
Oh man, don't be like that.
Josh, Joe, you've been sitting there very quiet. Is there anything that you got?
I've been listening, bro.
Soaking up game.
You've always got the best.
And I'm
questions.
hungover as fuck too.
You've always got the best questions. Is there anything going through your head right now?
Nah.
Come on, man. I know there's that one that you're like,
Come on, man.
I ain't gonna ask him that.
I'm not sensitive. Go for it.
I had a few like stupid shit that ran through my head.
Go for it.
When it was talking about like the political paintings.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna ask him, can he like paint me like a Joe Biden falling asleep at the podium?
Hey.
I'd buy for however much, but I'm gonna resell it to a Trump fan. You know what I mean? For more.
I mean.
Anyway, Scott, what were you talking about?
That was just the stupid shit that ran through my head. You asked.
Fair enough.
Stop asking Joe questions. Bro.
I just want to lay on my couch right now.
Because I know with Joe, I know Joe has these moments where he'll just sit there and be like, no, I'm not going to ask the question. And be like, no, what is it? And then he'll ask, and it'll actually be something good. Like, we'll get something good out of it. But he's like, no, Sleepy Joe.
Nope.
Sleepy Joe.
I'm sorry, bro.
When's the last time anything good went on any of those like situations?
Ever.
Word. I'm always baffled how everyone's always surprised when shit sucks. But it's like, man, you heard how much shit sucks today? I was like, yeah, man, I heard if you read about it, you know about it. So I just kind of hang out over here, man.
That's the realest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yeah, so like
I'm like, dude, I went to Brothers earlier. I got a chicken strip po' boy, and it was undercooked, and it was cold, and it sucked. You want me to read something that's gonna piss me off?
Have you ever done any like political or religious content?
Yeah, I mean, I did some stuff, man. I mean, I
gotta pee.
Oh, you go for it, man. You know how to do that, right?
I don't know where it is.
It's back there.
No, I did some stuff. I guess it was like on kind of like police brutality and like kind of like over policing and shit like that. I did this whole series of stormtroopers.
Word. I remember the stormtroopers.
Right.
I remember seeing them.
And that's kind of it. And like I did them like I did a bunch of stormtroopers as Congress. And shit like that. And
Dope.
like the whole concept is like, all these cats are just submissive, like to a whole other scene. And like, I mean, we could be pissed with these people because I'm not saying any of that shit's like condoned or anything like that. But like the idea is like, remember, that's like the pawns, yo.
Facts.
Like, I
Facts.
mean, we could talk about how much that's the problem and we could do whatever the fuck we want about that.
Facts.
I was like, but it's not going to change anything.
Facts.
Like, you got to kill the Sith. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if we can't kill the Sith Lord, doesn't fucking matter. Okay. So,
I like that.
But not like real shit, man. Like that's kind of where my head's at, and that's kind of like why like I mean I have opinions, but I'm typically non-participant.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what's the point of sitting and arguing with a bunch of people about today's argument?
Right.
Next week they'll have something else for us to argue about. You want to do that again? I mean, because
it's a roll of the dice.
Right. And it's like, because that's helping us out a lot. That's really working for us. Everybody's more pissed off at each other than they've ever fucking been.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, man, fuck it. You want me to participate in this?
Right.
Like, nah, man. I mean, and that's the whole thing about like earlier when I'm like, yo, I don't want to be boxed in or anything else like that because everybody's so busy trying to figure out what fucking team they're on. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
And I'm like, word, I'm not on a team, yo. You guys need a beverage.
I'm over here doing
You know what I'm saying? Like
the towel boy.
Chilling.
Like, yeah, I don't want any of this shit. I don't want no problems for nobody, man. I hope you all get hugged by your moms more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they fucking
Facts.
need it.
And
Put that shit on a t-shirt.
yeah, man. But I don't know.
Scott always looks like he's about to leave the room every time.
He keeps scaring
just
the
so
fuck
tall.
out of me. Scaring the fuck out.
I gotta say, I haven't seen his face this red in a while. I don't know if it's like he's
Mr. Wisniewski.
I'm fucking high, man.
Yeah.
He's nervous.
But on another note, like another one of the things that you and I talked about was, like the Tupacs, the Bigs, and all of that. You told me you weren't necessarily a fan of them yourself. It was more your dad. So I know your dad was a very big inspiration on your work.
Yeah.
If you wanted to speak more on that, like your inspiration behind it.
Yeah, I think the conversation you're referencing was like
I
some.
love how he corrects me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you're wrong.
yeah. Well,
this is exactly what.
I mean, you're consistent, bro, and you keep you know,
Consistent fuck up.
Trailer park,
So just to be clear, before everybody just is believing this shit that he's introducing me as
Higgins.
All right,
Hey, shout out to you first of all. I've never seen Scott get slammed so much.
Yeah.
from a guest.
I mean,
No, I love it. It's okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
I do it with love, yo.
I know that.
All right,
I
this
know
is
that.
all kindness and caring, yo. But
This is my boy, man. This is my boy.
My guy here.
Fucking boy.
fuck, man. So what were we talking about right there?
Your pops.
Oh yeah, Coolio. Yeah. So anyway, the conversation we had prior was about how like a lot of the iconic figures that I painted initially was relevant to like people that were big to me in my life, like my dad, my mom, my brother, so on and so forth. But like my younger brother like idolized like Muhammad Ali, so I do like a lot of Muhammad Ali portraits.
And your Ali portraits are fire.
My dad used to listen to Tupac in the morning when he dropped me off to school.
You know what I'm saying?
So
That's
like
great parenting.
No, because he never got into it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the whole thing. It's like especially when I was younger, I wasn't really big into hip hop. I was more of like a metal guy. I needed like strings and I needed fast stuff, and it had to be angry.
I get it.
But no, like
Tupac was angry.
So like I didn't really get into hip hop, I guess, until like college and shit. But but yeah, so like my dad was like a big Tupac fan, and like he would, even my man would be wearing his fucking bandanas and shit.
Hey,
and, like, you know what I'm saying? And he get like, yeah, it's cool, man. So like, but. My dad, he was like a master engraver, like he did jewelry.
Oh, no
for
shit.
a portion of his life. Yeah, super dope, like when people talk about like, oh, was that talent like passed down? I guess I would say like, my dad definitely had some skill before me. You know what I'm saying? And
a little artistic flair.
Right. So like he can always draw and like create things and so on and so forth. So, whenever I quit my job, he was the only one that was like, Josh, you seem to be getting everything right, so I mean, fucking do it.
It's like as long as I got one person in my corner.
Yeah. He was like, Josh, I mean, I could. He told me, he was like, I don't think I'm in a position to give you advice. Like you've kind of exceeded, anything that I could have done like a long time ago.
Were you doper than him?
Was I doper than him?
Artistically, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, I love my dad. I love my dad and all, but
let's be real.
I love my dad and all, but
let's be real.
I'm better than he is.
Whoa,
Just
man.
saying.
I mean, and I think he would be happy to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because my hopes, I have a son. He's 6. He's about to be 7. And, my hopes are, it's like he's like 10 times the fucking person that I am. You know what I'm saying? And like he's like 10 times happier than I am. 10 times more success. I am content and happy to see him be significantly greater human than I could ever be. You know what I'm saying?
I've met him a couple times, and Hendrix is so dope, man. He's just fuck it. Here we are.
Yeah, man. My man's chill.
So I normally ask guests that are parents because I have a 10-month-old at home. I just started my parenting journey.
Uh-huh.
I thought Turtle was gonna hit it for me. Anyway,
I didn't.
dude, great job. You got a 10-month-old. Anyway, all you gotta do is keep it alive. Anyway,
You do that every show?
no. So do y'all have any? I'm very curious to hear from an artist's perspective, parenting advice. Starting with you.
I'd go with the veteran
Okay,
first.
well, I got 4 boys.
Biggity.
Joey, Kyle, Jake, and Luke.
Shout out.
Boom.
Yep, that's my dudes, and it's just like this. My middle son has the art thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, skateboard kid, state wrestling champ. He did all of this stuff, right?
We know who the favorite is. Okay.
And the thing, no.
It's turning red.
And my oldest is a lawyer, and and then I have a school teacher. So it is it is what it is. But growing up around what I do, they have appreciation for my job and respect what I do. But it comes down, I try to influence them to know this stuff, but never guide them to say, I want you to absolutely do this. No. They can come in my studio, pick up a canvas, paint anytime. Most of the time, Dad, I need you to do this for me. And as a dad, guess what? You just do the shit.
Yeah.
You know
Absolutely.
and that's the beauty of it. And
So would that be your advice to me? Just fucking do it?
Just when your kid needs you, be there.
Just do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Don't make, because look, make work. That's secondary. Because the one thing, and you 10 months old. Remember, I'm telling you this. It goes so fast.
Oh.
Don't miss a moment.
I feel like she just told me she was pregnant, and now we're planning the birthday party. Like it's already too fast.
Yes.
Too fast.
Yes, fast.
How about you, Jay? Stay high.
Oh no!
all
no,
the
no, no,
time.
No, no, no. So no, it's not even that. Like it's a funny. Like listen, it's always weird when people ask me parenting shit.
That's
because-
why I want to ask.
Well,
you.
because I have a whole different concept on that, man, and like my whole scene is like I don't fuck. Everybody parents different, and has their own concept of what it should look like.
Mhm.
You know, me, I try to spend as much time with my son as I can.
Yeah,
You know, it's a big deal for me to be around my kid, man.
that's a big one.
You know, and one of my favorite things about my career is to hang out with my son. You know, like, and nobody can stop it at any point in time. Like,
And he seems into it.
yeah,
like
because I'm fucking cool, yo.
Word.
Yeah, but no, he's also he's an amazing kid, man. And one of the things that I do is like my son's not just with me. I consider my son. He is a priority.
Yeah.
Like I love it when motherfuckers be like, "I will die for my kid." I'm like, "Yeah, man, but you won't take him to the fucking park." You know, it's
not the trailer park.
You know what I'm
We'll
saying?
bring him
I'm
over
like, this guy, we bringing it back. Oh, you bitch. But no, man. I mean, like, so like that's the whole scene, man. It's like spending time. My son's about to be 7. He'll be 7 next month. You know what I'm saying? And
happy birthday, Hendrix.
you know.
If I don't see you between now.
So not to
Thanks.
cut my dude short,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna tell you, I raised 4 boys, and the thing that I'm most proud of, what Josh does, is his kid does kid stuff. We're not doing all of that extra stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, hey, I want to go ride on whatever the boards are and all that other stuff, and go be stuck on a computer. You know, we got a basketball goal in the front of the house.
hell
and, hey,
yeah.
don't
Let's
forget
go
your
play ball.
skateboard. Check out your skateboard right there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kid stuff.
Absolutely.
So
Come get
all
dunked
of
on.
the distractions, and when Billy steps up and he says these things, and it's in front of everybody. We're not doing that. This is what we do. You do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you just sit back and you go, dude's got it.
Mm.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right there.
thanks, Steve, man. You can make me cry.
I'm trying to outdo her.
So that's
Good luck.
No,
that's
really.
how that's how you would like consider your parent to just be there. Like
Yeah, I mean, I'm there. I'm also like very laid back on a lot of things. I mean, one of the big parts of what I like to do parenting wise is psychologically based. You know, like I'm in a position where I want to create
superhuman.
Well, not you know, a lot of people would describe Hendrix that way, right? But no, like I'm in a position like what I want to do is like I just made the joke downstairs about like how when a bunch of guys hang out, we fucking joke about our childhood trauma, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like real shit. I mean,
Absolutely.
no, like every guy has the conversation. I feel like most of the men that I grew up with, you know, we have the conversation about like whoever beating the fuck out of us. Or being treated however, and then being like expected to have like no emotions about life or none of that stuff.
I
then it's
appreciate you for expanding. We all got it immediately.
Well,
Childhood trauma.
Yeah, word. So like, I mean, other than us nodding our head, I figured people were listening, so I'd elaborate.
No,
You
you're
know,
good.
but,
No, you did the right thing.
Yeah, but
And adult trauma.
But yeah. Well, I mean, right. So there's all that shit, right? You know, so like I'm in a position where like I want to just create memories with my son. I want to build my son up. I want him to reference back to moments and be like, you know what, man, this is, you know, some shit that I learned that I can apply here, and this is some good
Yeah.
moments that I have, and this is why I have confidence in certain areas, and so on and so forth. You know, my son could be whatever he wants, and I'm gonna be fucking hype.
Hey.
Right? Like I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be right next. I'm clapping, cheering, we're cutting up. You know, like he skateboards, he plays sports, he paints, he draws, he sings and dances.
What?
You know,
That's dope.
this dude.
He gonna do
Superhuman.
something.
Right.
So
And whatever it is, he's gonna be good as fuck at it. You know,
Hey.
like,
Watch out,
like,
Chris Breezy.
Like,
Hendreezy.
nah, but man, on top of all of that stuff,
Didn't flow.
it did not at all.
Stop
It did
doing
not at
stuff.
all.
Stop doing
But
stuff.
he's definitely like the sweetest kid that like I've been around, man. Like
That's
my,
dope.
you know, my son, you know, we hug and shit, you know, and
We hug and shit.
yeah, man. You're laughing, bro, but
No, because it's the bare minimum. That's what it's like. Yeah, of course our kids hug,
Well,
but it's like no, but sometimes they don't.
no, like okay, like I mean, you're saying that, but I don't remember having a lot of hugs going down. When I
No,
was
you're.
younger.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like we came from a generation where like hugs were illegal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Dad's like, why the fuck are you around me right
Joe, when
now?
did your dad
Get
hug
off
you?
my leg, bro.
Yeah.
Joe, when did your dad hug you?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he dapped me out before he left.
Right, yeah. But it's fucking.
Damn, Joe.
And then you never saw him again.
Yeah. You said he'd be right back.
Oh shit! Is that the most secret handshake ever?
Remember this one.
Show your friends.
Shit.
Holy shit, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna hug my kid till he move out my house.
Oh man, I be hugging the fuck out of my kid. He's getting all big and shit. He told
He's
me
Spider-Man too, huh?
Yeah, he fucking loves Spider-Man.
Oh, did he hit
man,
you with the dad? Stop. Did he do that yet?
No, man. This is what happened. Like usually, like sometimes Maria will go to sleep around 9, and Hendrix will be up in his room at like 9:15, and I'll roll up in his room like, yo, want to eat some fucking junk food and watch movies? And he'll get up and he'll come in the living room.
How long until you wake up and come in? Are y'all fucking kidding me?
Nah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you military
So
as fuck.
y'all golden.
Yeah.
So we go in
Sleeping with our
because
eyes open and shit.
I wake up. I still wake up. Like even though I go to bed after her, I wake up about 2 hours before, so I can clean up like the,
Evidence.
the
Evidence.
But anyway, like typically, I bring that to my son, and he jumps out the bed all fucking hype, and he'll like, let me put on my fucking shorts, and I'm like, tight, Dad, and so. But anyway, so anyway.
Wait, I can't hear you. What?
Yeah.
Yo, Josh turned around. Yo, why you snitching?
Nah, man. It's because I'll be like, man, look, lying sucks. Don't ever lie, man. If you're just upfront about shit, you don't, like nobody could do nothing about that.
Motherfucker, we ate snacks.
But lying and just outright just telling on yourself is different.
He hasn't distinguished it yet. Like he knows that if he
omission of truth is lying,
and he knows if he did it with me, he could just be like, we fucking did it. How about that, Maria?
You're not gonna kick me out. So,
yeah, what you gonna do? The whole bag.
God damn it. You know what? We need to get him and Q in a room together. This would be fucking wild.
Jeez.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
I fucking love Q. That guy's great.
bro.
Oh, bro.
He don't stop.
At all.
No.
All right, y'all keep it up. I got to call my girl real quick.
For what?
Why? What did you do?
Something with my baby.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's fine.
Okay.
There you go. That time shit.
That reflection thing.
TikTok.
So does he? So does your son take interest in painting and whatnot?
Oh yeah, man. He paints a fuck ton. He has
Word.
a bunch of art in his room. I was just telling somebody earlier that
Got that on camera too.
I was just telling him but he like at night before he goes to bed, he usually draws something new.
Word.
And
Word.
and then like he'll redraw a lot of the stuff that I'm painting, like whatever I'm working on.
Dope.
He goes to the summer camp or whatever, and he did this piece last week that was like the skull that I got at my house, which has like TV eyes and a respirator nose, and like him and the neighbor's kid watching, the TVs.
Dope.
So he recreated that at school. And
That's fire.
yeah, it's super cool, man.
Did he does he like mimic your style, or does he like throw his flair to it?
I mean, he mimics my style in ways, but I mean, every artist has their own hand.
style.
Yeah.
Right.
At the
Exactly.
end of the day, like I think that's the part of the style that everybody kind of misses. Is like, that's their hand. Like
Right.
that's how they see it. That's how they draw it.
Right.
And like
Absolutely.
that is the style. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
the muscle memory. How you make lines, how you don't make lines, how you use light, whatever, however you want to describe it.
Right.
But yeah, man, he loves creating. He likes painting. He loves spray painting. Like I gotta get the dude to chill the fuck out because my man will empty a whole
House, bro.
Yeah, man, like. Dude, man, I ordered him these little fucking cans that are like his hand size, so he can like one hand the cans,
Right,
because
right.
he'll take my big ones and put two hands on them and like thumb the spray thing to spray shit, But yeah, so like if I make a piece that he likes, like if I do a stencil he likes, he'll be like, yeah, Dad, when you're finished this piece, I'm gonna use that stencil. And I'm like, okay, man. But he just recently I made that cathedral piece. The next day, I'm buying canvases, and Hendrix is like, can I have a canvas? He picks out this big fucking canvas. We get here, he's like, "Where's that cathedral, Dad?" I'm like, it's fucking over there, son. Okay, I'm gonna do a piece. All right.
Just low key checking you on some shit.
Yeah, no, man. It's really like that, man. Like my dude don't have it on his mind. I mean, listen, I know it's I'm pretty sure it's like my fault. I tend to be pretty blunt and direct, especially when it's time to paint.
Right.
But like no, the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like when we're talking about shit, and I need you to understand, I ain't got time to make it. I use a lot of sarcasm. I could confuse you if I use the other voice.
Right.
But nah, man, he's a cool kid actually. And what's really cool is Keith right here has a summer art camp, that he runs,
Oh,
and my son's gonna be starting there on Monday, and that's like super exciting.
Look, I'll tell you, we started in 2002,
Mhm.
and then I stopped 7 years ago to travel during the summer.
Mhm.
And the beauty of how this thing works as artists, and we're talking about artists and what people's perceptions are of them and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
I have kids that now have kids that called me. Mr. Eccles, you don't know what that camp meant to us coming up as kids because we had a safe place.
Right. Yeah.
Could you just do it?
Right.
Just if you just do it one time, could you do it for my kid? Could you just let them sit there?
Right.
Okay, so if you really that person, on call number 10, who am I to say no?
No, right,
We haven't.
exactly.
But this is what we're not going to do. We're not going to do it as big as we did. We'll have a limited number and come on.
Right.
Cool.
And guess what? I'm blessed this summer because when I go back from working from the little ones, I got a whole new vibe and energy to give to my kids in high school. And that's the thing.
Yeah,
bro,
definitely.
You know what I'm
Shout out your camp though. Like let them know the name of your camp. So like.
saying? It's all right.
Oh.
Biggity.
See us next
What's
year.
the name of the camp?
Yeah,
Sold the fuck out, player. How about that?
906 Durbany Street. I'm in Old Gretna.
He is.
And stop by and see us, man. It's just like Josh. There's artwork everywhere. I never
Yeah.
stop painting.
Yeah.
Bayou Art Life is this new trademark I got in 2016.
Yeah.
And I paint these dope cutout fish, man. And as soon as I paint them, they're gone. So,
Boom.
the next show we having is in August, mid-August. Come and see it, bro. It's worth seeing.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So y'all make sure y'all definitely check out the summer camp for next year.
Yeah.
Book it now, apparently.
Because now they sold out.
Because I'm going to share with y'all. I don't know if everybody else is going to be able to see it, but this is what I'm going to do. My guy, like Josh says, I was his art teacher. My art teacher, right? 46 years in the same room. Larry Moody taught 90% of the jewelers in this city how to do jewelry in the 70s, right? So this is the thing. He waited for somebody to come in and take his place, right? And I'm glad that he did because they called me to go for the position. And this is the thing. When you have respect for somebody and you dance with the person that brought you there, when they said he was still there, I appreciate y'all calling me out, or call me when he goes on his own accord.
Absolutely.
That's the deal. So
Absolutely.
when Larry Moody heard that I was coming, I've been that way. It's going to be year number 9. I teach the kids that live in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
You understand? So when things happen and big things happen, I'm just a person who takes advantage of opportunities when they come across.
Yeah.
I never say no because one thing, you're going to learn more what you failing in life if you take it like that. You never do if you get everything right.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is, all the jobs that I ever got, even the 100 Years of Zulu was a 3-day deal. Mr. Hamilton came to my studio with Don Washington. I'm going to name your name because I love these people. And said, look, man, if I knew you did this, I would have got you to paint a coconut for the president. I'm from Gretna. I got 5 minutes. How this going to happen? 100 years. This is the thing. You don't celebrate 101 of anything.
Right.
But birthdays, correct?
Right.
Okay, so Mr. Hamilton says, look, we'll do it next year. No, we ain't going to do it next year because the gravity of what's happening with the 44th president and 100 Years of Zulu is right now.
Right.
So I took my coconut to Higgins.
Biggity.
And I showed it to my kids, and they like, dude, where you get this shit from? Like, it's so unbelievable. And I said, look, bro, this is the lesson.
Right.
If we do nothing, nothing will happen. That Desiree Glapion
Bars.
Rogers, the social secretary, 2-time Zulu queen of Zulu. Landrew Hamilton, Hamilton's wife. All right, and the president, of course.
Right.
Of course.
So there's the deal. I paint in 3 days. Every news thing comes there, right? And then it happens. I get a text to come to the White House. I told him, "Wait, check it." So when you get there, in the White House.
Which house?
With the White House with President Obama.
President Obama.
It's like this, bro.
We probably curse him out a lot, though.
I know we've been doing this shit for years. No one thing. No, we started like this. No, this shit ain't changed. As long as I knew him. But that's the beauty of it. And that's the thing. When my kids, when I told them what was happening, and then it happened, the gravity of what took place and them being a part of it first, they took ownership in it. What we doing next, see?
Right.
That's a proud moment as anybody.
Absolutely.
As an educator.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Deal.
Gandalf.
Your baby alive?
You just missed out on the fucking.
He good?
He's good. No, I heard some of that
This man
speech
was
that he
spitting
just
mad.
gave. and
He's
God
spitting
damn.
mad bars, man.
All right.
He's like, I'm a painter and a motivational speaker.
Candy
Goddamn.
bars.
I never considered that. Because I'm so calm.
That's what I've heard,
Like,
man.
yeah,
That's
why
the
you-
vibe I got.
I'm
Keep saying it. I don't know.
in all
Hey,
fairness.
if y'all didn't get it, when he said, "You're so calm,"
Yeah, so y'all
Look at Maria.
y'all want to tell us the truth?
I'm in this bitch watching Keith like, why are you over here being Diet Keith? What the fuck's going on? Stop, bitch. I called you.
Dude, I'm a good
I didn't call for Diet Keith, all right? I mean, we are all motivated now.
No, it's great because I just got off the phone with Nicole and she was just like, "How's everything going?" And I'm like, "It's the highest episode we've ever done."
Oh, man.
And she was like, "Oh my God, is it gonna be okay for us to put out?" And I was like, "Oh, trust me,
Oh, it'll be fine.
trust me.
Should
This
have
is."
told her to get out the phone so we could finish.
Oh man! So first and foremost, thank y'all for having us. Can we start there? Thank y'all for having us, guys.
Absolutely.
This is fucking
Absolutely.
awesome. We need to do more shit in here. Not even with Josh. Just
Yeah, I
in
wouldn't.
here.
You know, if I was you, I wouldn't want me on the show.
46-year man, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's the classroom I went back to.
Put your lips on the mic.
That's the classroom I went back to.
Right.
Yeah.
But check it out. So I go in just like I met you and say, we're going to turn this into a creative space.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't get it because it's not part of your experience.
Right.
Same room,
Mhm.
10 weeks later.
Oh shit. Can you send us these pictures so we can put them on the YouTube video?
We can probably do that.
All right.
All right. You saw what you saw.
Yeah.
10 weeks. 97 kids.
Holy shit.
What's
You
that?
think we're doing art? Right?
God damn. Okay.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
I wish I had a
That's an
fucking teacher like you, man.
Right.
What I'm telling you.
Yeah, you
they
do.
say, well, if you do this, what if they mess it up?
Oh yeah, we definitely got to put that on the
Let's
video.
do this. What if they don't?
Right.
Yeah. God
understand?
damn, man.
And
That's
how-
just beautiful.
And that's,
Yeah.
and that's why I do it.
Hey, what's the timestamp right now? Where are we at?
We are at an hour 35.
All right, so go to an hour 35, maybe a few seconds back, and see what that shit looks like. Because we getting them pictures and putting that on the YouTube video. That shit was crazy.
Well,
that's
technically,
okay.
well,
Okay,
technically, we're at an hour 32
So,
Oh, okay.
because the
40
video
of the
started 3
46
minutes
years,
before the audio.
They waxed around his desk.
Got
Yeah.
some
So you know what
before
that means?
footage.
They never moved shit. They did what they were doing. And my first move in class, no, I can't do it. Bro. I can't. I love you. I love you.
No, I won't judge you.
Not on camera.
I don't know. It's got to be snitching.
This is where his desk was at for 40 years. Because it was glued to the floor.
Jesus.
That's how I like
Fuck. Okay.
So I got a sledgehammer, knocked it up. Oh, you everybody okay? Yeah, we good.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we doing things. And when my boy came back.
You ain't got to whisper, bro. Go ahead.
It was amazing because he was like, and I got a sign in the midst of all of that that says, "Thank you, Mr. Larry Moody, for inspiring your mind."
Yeah, y'all, they got an
That's
elevator
my
in this
dude.
bitch. Y'all heard it.
You see?
Fuck.
So when he read it, he was like, "All right, kid, I'm good with this." I don't know who your heroes are, but he was mine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
So, has there been anybody that asked you to do a painting that blew your mind? Like, have you gotten to do anything for anybody that was crazy? Because I know with Josh, I've seen a couple of Josh's paintings in some Saints houses. Yeah,
Like Saints players?
yeah.
Same.
Haven't you sold something like some
was on the
prominent Saints players?
Having us. What is the question, bro?
Haven't you sold some paintings to some prominent Saints players?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've sold. Yeah. So what?
So what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
What you trying to say?
You looked at him like,
No.
what the fuck are you talking about?
You trying to call me a Falcons fan?
Anyone else heard the way that question was asked? Did anyone else feel like my man was just throwing words at me? And I was like, buddy, that's not a sentence.
Yo. But was there anybody that y'all have done a painting for that you were like, oh shit, it's
Dude,
such
I'm
and
gonna tell
such?
you one thing. Going to the White House.
Oh fuck!
100 years.
Okay, all right.
Beat
Straight.
that
to
horse.
meet the fucking president in the White House.
Yeah.
that's epic.
With the 100 from
Yeah.
yeah.
The president
Absolutely.
Yeah.
of the United States.
Says
Of
the
America.
Citizen of the Year. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Guy was Wiggle Citizen of the Year.
Did you get Westwego Citizen of the Year?
They gonna take that shit away when they see this podcast.
You goddamn right. I need to do more research before I start to do my.
Hey, he got a plaque.
Yeah, I got.
Well,
plaques.
wait, hold on. Now I feel like we're playing this
What you
game.
was helping people cross the street?
No, man. We.
No, he painted really good.
Oh no, man. So like, okay, so this gallery is
Painted
actually.
really good.
I grew up on Avenue E.
Damn, Slade Glade.
And fucking taters. I grew up right here on Avenue E, and I went to Westwego Elementary, right? Which is a public school, right? Which means it sucks.
Makes sense.
So like when I was going there, like I'm just saying, like most public schools suck and don't.
They do, yeah.
Everything else like that. So when we
West
came back into the neighborhood here. When we came back into the neighborhood here, we started sponsoring elementary schools and like art programs and shit like that. So one of the things we did was like some of the artists that are here right now, Kaiser, fucking Aubrey, Dago.
He busy.
Yeah, they all went. They all came with me, and we did murals at some of the elementary schools.
I was gonna bring that up.
We do free public murals at the elementary schools here,
Dope.
in efforts to like kind of like beautify like the elementary schools. Most of the schools are painted fucking gray, yo.
Yeah.
All right.
You're very big on butterflies.
And yeah, well, I mean,
fire.
I think butterflies are something that kind of translates for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
No, like, hey, he's got the video on YouTube. Like, go look that shit.
Yeah, well, and if you go on YouTube, there's videos of us doing all the different stuff at the schools. But yeah, so like we did that kind of stuff, and then also, a project Maria helped me out on was we did a fundraiser here for Monroe Middle. They lost all their instruments for Ida, and so they heard we were doing shit for schools, so it was like, hey, is there anything you can do to help us out with our band? And we was like, well, we could throw a fundraiser, we can auction off some pieces and shit.
Fuck yeah.
And so we had we did like live music, and we sold tickets and had like a red carpet thing. And,
How high was you?
I was fucking blasted, man.
My fucking
For
guy.
the kids, baby.
For the kids, baby.
Well, no, I mean, don't you love the idea that like it's some fucking high guy that's doing all the shit?
Facts.
Like
I love the people that it
where's
pisses off.
Where's
High guy
the
with
people
a
that
spray
aren't
paint
high?
can, you hear me?
Okay,
I love the people that it
step
pisses
up,
off.
non-stoners. But
What are you guys doing, really?
But
Stony baloney.
so peep game, man. Like we hosted the event here, and we ended up raising $13,000, right? And so Maria
Hit that shit.
Peep this. So. Thank you. So we host the event here. We raise $13,000. I get trashed. Give a terrible speech at the end. Maria
Was it that bad?
It was terrible, man. I was telling people I was gonna fuck.
She just took a deep breath.
Yeah, I was like, hey, if
That bro, it's for middle school.
I'm gonna fucking hug you. I said that at the top. Definitely part of what was said, But anyway, Maria reached out and started working with Guitar Center and like one of their, I think it's like one of their GMs.
Turtle works for Guitar Center.
And yeah, working with them, they donated. I think it was like another $43,000.
My man.
When was
worth
this?
of instruments? This was like 6 months ago, man.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, this wasn't long ago.
Whoa.
Turtle's like, I didn't get none of that shit.
Yes, we did. Nah, I probably wasn't in the loop because I wasn't in the current position I am in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could dig, man. It ain't no thing, but that was like one of the things we did was like we worked there. Maria developed a relationship with them at Guitar Center. They stepped in and they had a program that helped funding like new instruments for schools.
Yeah.
And then they donated like the rest of the funds needed to provide new instruments for the entire school.
Yeah.
And then
We have the GC Foundation where we do like every couple of months, and they donate to that, and that's where they get the funds from.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
awesome.
okay.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
in education? You in education?
No, he
No,
just works for Guitar
I
Center.
work for Guitar Center.
Oh,
It sounds so trash.
that's what's up.
No. He's an idiot.
Well, thank you and your team, and the kids at Marrero
doubt, man,
Middle.
no doubt.
Thank you.
I know they do. They do a lot of stuff like that, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it was no problem for them.
Now I need to know. I need to know the next question that Joe has.
I'm sorry, what?
What's the next question you got for Mr. Josh Winger? What you got? Winger. It's like Worcestershire sauce.
Fuck.
How's,
Or Mr. Keith Eccles.
How's Keith really? Because really I'm still stuck on like the calm thing, and y'all all started laughing. It's like one of them like sit down and shut
Keith,
the fuck up.
How much am I allowed to say, Keith?
Because like really everybody started laughing. When you said that.
Everybody.
So, and what's funny,
Even Maria started looking out the window like,
So,
what kind of bird is that?
and what's funny about that shit is like all these motherfuckers just met him. Like they just started hanging out with Keith. I've been knowing Keith since I was what, like 14, and he fucking calls Wingerter, who the fuck's your dad? You know, I was like, Troy? Oh, that's the youngest one, right? Yeah, you come sit over here. We're gonna be friends. I was like, all right, what the fuck just happened?
So do you think there's a Josh Wingerter without him?
I think there is.
No,
Yeah?
man.
I know. I do.
I mean,
think
there is.
because he was. First off, let me explain something to you. Dude was a numbers, career, fantasy football guru genius.
Who, him?
Him. Bro, let me explain something to you.
Joe-
Don't get me started.
First off, as an art person, look, I don't do none of that. Okay, so look, Joe, I don't do none of that shit. But when they would flare off to the point where somebody went to high school and where they was at, you know, how you remember all that shit? Like, for real.
It's
So
probably
they all
because he
know
painted
that.
him the day
So
before.
to be where he's at right now, regardless, you understand, he wouldn't be a math teacher because he never stayed in his math class because I made sure of that.
Yeah.
He ain't killing me here. He's working on another art project. I need him right now.
Yeah.
And he was my dude. And this is the thing. Maybe he wasn't a gifted and talented kid, but nobody worked harder than him. So when he came out and he said in his article that I called him lazy, was on a project, not in the progress of where he was going.
Did you explain what happened in that project?
I did.
Oh, okay. Then
I said he would be famous.
So hard work does be natural talent.
It does. It does.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
because and we can all agree there's nothing worse in the world than wasted talent.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
man.
much talent, never do shit with it. But this is the thing. The one thing that makes a difference between a person who has talent and a person who is working hard is one has vision.
Yep.
I'll be that dude right there.
So that's what
That's all I'm gonna say.
piggybacking off of what he said. That's one of the big questions is: do you think what he has is God given or he earned that shit?
He earned that shit.
Fuck.
And the first off, he keeps every day because he gets up and he goes get the shit. You know, he don't wait for somebody to tell him what you're gonna do. Let me tell you, it's like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and
You got
call
smooth
him on
arms,
the
man. This is so much fun.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna call him on the conversation because it's like
Run that shit.
all of this shit. You
love
talked
this guy.
about it yourself.
Yes,
Hey, man,
sir.
you remember all this stuff, all the shows, all the things you were on, all the art, all this when you was in the media at the beginning of the pandemic when he was doing his thing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I get a phone call. I'm sitting painting in my studio, right? He already told you a story about leaving and going to paint and doing art markets and doing all that real shit.
Right.
That really where you got to get your hands dirty, you got to get your clothes dirty, then you got to go get it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
facts.
He calls me up, I'm painting. He said, "Hey, you got a minute, man? I just need to talk to you." I said, "What you got, Josh?" He said, "Man, this article here, I got this going on. There's people having a conversation about possibly putting my story in the Smithsonian. Man, I did this. I'm on ESPN. Wow. Stop.
Smithsonian.
Hold up, bro.
Oh,
Hold up.
you right? Hold on.
Catch your breath. I know it takes a minute, but this is what we're going to do.
I went to the Smithsonian.
So this is what we're going to do. So and he'll tell you. I told him, stop. This is what I want you to take away from this conversation. Remember all those nights you worked on your craft when nobody believed what you was doing but yourself. This is the moment you did it for.
Right.
Dude. Man, my heart is fucking good, bro. That's why I called
Hey.
you. I love you. You be good. Yeah.
Keith, if you don't write a fucking book, man.
Fuck it, I might. But anyway, because I'm so shy and
Yeah, conservative.
I take it back. All right.
No, anyway, but in real time, where he's at today is because he earned it and he went to get it.
Good shit.
Nobody gave him shit, and he went out there and he got it. And when you sitting and you looking at it, the pride from somebody who remembers that little dude sitting in class going, "How the fuck you do this again?" That's how you do it. This is how you do it. Look where you sitting.
So So like, did he give you like inspiration for the stenciling and stuff like that, or is that something that you came up with like on your own?
Nah, well, Keith didn't give me like inspiration on the stenciling. I was working with Keith for a while, and when I started trying to take like art a little more serious and paint frequently, I find a lot of like my work was like mirroring his style.
Ah,
you know what I'm saying? And I mean, well, it was because at the time that was the only works that I was really introduced to. So like Keith was like this fucking grandmaster. You know what I mean? Which he still is, in all senses of it. But it was the only like introduction I had to like, versions of art, other than like, like going tag shit and write dumb shit to your friends when you're drunk, like that type of shit.
Well, because your art's more unorthodox. Like, like for instance, and like the reason that I think Josh is
still draw dicks on cars. I don't know what you're talking about.
The reason that I think Josh's art is so dope is because, like, for instance, you go to I hate these motherfuckers. But for instance, like you go to my old lady's mom's house, and she's very big on collecting paintings. Like she collects like the Gretna Heritage Festival paintings, the Becky Foss, shout out to Becky Foss, I love her. Terrence Osborne, all of them, and
West Banker,
hey,
rep that shit,
hey, what do you expect? I'm from New Orleans, but but what's crazy. But like, what's crazy is, and I don't know how much y'all follow like the local art scene, like with
see the mayonnaise coming off.
We're here. But like, I don't know how much y'all follow like the local arts. Like, I don't know if y'all know who Becky Foss and Terrence Osborne is, but she in the background. We know, Mama. We know. Talking about these fools.
That's
we
one
talking
person?
about these. Okay. No. We're gonna let it go. Becky Foss and Terrence Osborne.
Oh.
But like
that
obviously,
like Sonny and Cher.
Anyway, so. Oh my God. Yeah, it's okay. Let him go.
I didn't say anything. I'm just.
But it's funny because like my old lady's mom, she collects all of that art, and she has one of your. You did something for the nurses.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told her originally you wouldn't sign it, but you.
Yeah. Do stuff like that. You want me to lie, motherfucker?
No. I don't want you to lie.
Have you ever said, I won't sign that? Yes, I have looked at motherfuckers and be like, nah, man, I'm not signing that.
Was it Charles Manson? I just want you to sign this picture of Charles Manson.
No, man. It's
but
like if I'm giving stuff away, I don't sign it. Like if I give away posters and stuff like that, and I'm assuming that that's what you're referencing. One of the, I went and Santa Claus the fuck out of the university.
Well, no, because you have somebody that works for you, Horatio.
Charity hospital.
Yeah, charity hospital.
Horatio works for you. It's a very good friend of mine, and like
he's a sweetheart, and I love him.
He's beautiful. Love you. So no, there was a day where I'm at my old lady's mom's house, and like I have this moment where I'm like I get to be the cool guy because she's got the picture hanging on the wall, and I go, oh, that's a Josh Wingerter. And she was like, how the fuck did you know that? Because I'm cultured, bitch. Oh. So, and then she was just like, oh, well, I got this while I was at work. It's not signed. Do you think you could bring it to him to sign it? And I was like, fuck. In my head, I'm like, I don't actually know him. I'm just trying to be cool. So I texted Horatio because I knew he worked at the gallery. And I was like, hey, bro, do you think Josh will sign this for my old lady's mom? And I started making up shit. I was like, she got cancer. Oh. And like, and then.
You started at the top.
Yeah, I just went for it.
Small shit. Like
then like the next day.
Come to find out.
She had a puppy. It died. And then Horatio texted me me the next day, and he went, yeah, he said he ain't signing that shit. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, man. That's fucked up. Dude, because, like, real shit, man. That's specifically why I'm not, like, mad active on social media. If you knew how many people did that, like, hit me up with an inbox on some extra sad shit.
Do you really, like, not sign that much shit?
Well, no, it's like I don't sign the free shit, yo.
Oh, the free shit. That's what she said.
That's
okay.
pretty much what happens is like a lot of times I won't sign the free shit, or if like you ain't there, I'm a big like, when Maria was talking earlier about me being spontaneous, that's my whole fucking life. Every part of it is spontaneous. everything about my life is about freedom and doing what the fuck I want.
Yeah,
and that's hard
yeah.
for a lot of other people to deal with because they're used to people telling them what to do.
Yeah.
And that's cool and all, man. If you want to live that way, go ahead. But I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to
Facts.
do. You know what I'm
Bitch, I
saying?
own a studio.
Like, you know, but that's where I kind of operate out of. You know what I'm saying? But fuck. I just totally forgot what we was talking about.
Signing
Talking about that
things.
signing stuff.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so
He
like,
had like 8 roaches
So-
or 8 blunts up
no
here.
man.
Sorry.
So we
It's not
donated.
blunts.
We donated.
Joints.
We donated a
You
really
got it.
large piece, like a 6 foot by 8 foot painting, to Charity Hospital
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the pandemic, as kind of like a thank you for like being kind of like the front line for us and like
Charity
you
or
know,
university?
it was
UMC. Okay,
UMC.
university. I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
charity's
I'm
been
about to say,
shut down.
That's
whatever.
the new charity.
But he because he's high as shit. So I'm like, he showed up to an empty
I was
building
born.
and
I was
like,
born in a charity
here
hospital.
you go.
I was born in a charity hospital.
This is for you.
But anyway, so I donate this big fucking painting, and I'm like, man, wouldn't it be cool? I mean, it's cool to have this big painting in the building and be like, yeah, this is for all the nurses and for all like the frontline workers. I was like, wouldn't it be cool if they had like something for them? So I took like my own funds or whatever and went and had like what was it, like 2,500 posters printed.
Yeah.
And then we rolled them up and we rolled up some of them and everything else like that, and then we took like this big fucking pile of them over to the hospital, and then we kind of I was like, well, I'm gonna hang out here for like an hour and I'll sign as many as I can while I'm here for an hour.
Right.
And I felt like that was fair.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
And then like a million motherfuckers
My old lady's
showed
mom
up.
thought that she was
Okay?
special.
Yeah. Nah, it's cool, man.
You know she watches this show, right?
She watches the YouTube videos specifically.
so fucked up. That's so fucked
She
up.
gonna text me up like real. First of all, she works in the ER at UMC.
Before I continue,
Look here, motherfucker.
Did it get signed?
Yeah, you signed it.
Well, then shut the fuck up, man. Are you trying to drag me about this shit and I done signed it? Eat a dick once more, man. You have several dicks in your mouth. Okay? You out here coming at me with this madness and I signed it? What is this?
right.
I caught you on the day you were high
trying
as
to
fuck.
turn a good deed into something bad? Like, what the fuck? Can you believe this guy gave away posters? Fuck him. He didn't sign this one. Fuck that guy. Like, bitch, it's like, well, my bad. He actually signed it. I was just like, fuck him.
I was just like, what about the other one?
There was a period where it wasn't signed.
Yeah.
And I want him to be accountable.
Just want to tell everybody, once upon a time, he did say he wasn't signing.
Yeah, that was that one time.
Yeah. And I like it how you're like, yeah, you said you wouldn't sign this. And I look at you and I'm like, yeah, do that shit.
Now, once you mentioned I actually did sign it. You're
No,
dead.
that's what he turned it into. He went through
Dude, I
he went through
felt
his
it.
whole explanation and was like, wait a minute. Didn't I fucking sign it? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Well, no, because I was going to let it ride at first. I was like, this motherfucker's giving me shit like this? Bitch, didn't I sign that? Man, fuck you and your fake cancer stories. All right? How about that?
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are, man. You brought this into my house.
And that damn big dead puppy.
Yeah.
So,
So you don't sign shit. You don't sign shit that you just give away. So like,
Yeah.
I got an idea for like someone like would like you to paint.
Don't
just,
do this.
just don't
Don't do
sign
this.
it.
Don't do
Don't
this.
sign it. Yeah.
No, remember what he said though, Joe.
What?
He said that he puts a time slot in where he does sign, and if you're not there when he's signing, then you know what I'm saying.
Boom.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you do get it signed, but it's kind of like you don't. All depends.
No, but the
on-
difference is I know what Joe's
If
about
you're
to
the
do
early
is
birds.
ask for something so inappropriate that Josh wouldn't want to sign it.
Do it. Do it.
No, I just like
Let me just get a dick.
Do it.
Just a dick.
And listen, I grew up here, and we don't live. I mean, we New
Dicks.
Orleans type shit.
Oh.
Yeah, man, I painted several dicks, okay? And I get top dollar.
'cause.
I get top dollar. For the
People
dicks I paint.
always do
So,
paintings.
If you have some top dollar, I can give you some top dick.
Don't take that,
That
the wrong
is-
way.
Yo, he got
episode, man.
yo,
Don't take that the wrong way.
Hey, you guys need
Top
to
dollar.
grow up.
yo, he got Marvin
Y'all
the
need
Martian
to
over
grow
here.
the fuck up.
grow up, bro.
Marvin the
Yeah.
Martian.
Marvin.
And we got who else? Convert.
Nah, I was just trying to get a free paint. That's all that was.
Yeah,
So you don't
yeah.
sign it. once
It's
you
real
give it
hard
away.
to do.
So just give it away to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
they go for about $3,000 unless he's doing a mural in your house.
Oh,
I
man.
was just peeing, I was just went in the bathroom to go pee, and then my pee started dragging along the floor. I was like, that says $20,000.
Yeah.
That says $20,000.
Yeah. I sold a few of those.
I
too.
told Joe.
Eat
Joe while I was showing him because this is Joe's first time in the gallery, so I'm walking around and I'm showing him things. And I'm like, this is my favorite thing to do in the Josh Wingerter studio. Is I walk up real close to something and I go, oh shit, is that Tupac? And then I get real close and I'm like, that's so fire.
$850. No.
I don't like that. I don't like that. No.
Nah, man.
He got a print for like $50. Okay.
You know, I mean, art is an investment. Yo.
It is.
You know
It is. It is.
I mean, if you would have gotten to the game like early, like if you was like an OG. And
I was gonna ask
for me,
when you
like,
first started doing your paintings. Is there people in the world right now that have like a $50 Josh Wingerter?
Fucking A.
Yeah.
There's a dude in New Orleans that has a house right off of Frenchman Street, and he has 18 of my 16 by 20s. He bought them from me when between the price points of $125 and $225. Okay, and those are the pieces that you just quoted for $850.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And the thing that I do with my art is like, you know, ever since I did Art Basel, you know, every year I increase my prices by 20%. You know, I mean, and the reason I do that is because I'm that much better next year.
Dope.
Yeah,
you know
I'm dope, motherfucker.
If I'm
yeah,
doing,
what it was yesterday's price is not today's price.
You know what I'm saying? And if you fuck around, you gonna have to pay tomorrow prices. So buy it now. You know, but
the fuck I'm talking about?
Hey,
That's respect though, for real.
no, man. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, like, I mean, if you take basic like concepts of inflation and so on and so forth, your prices should increase. Every year.
Absolutely.
Your prices should increase every year. First of all,
you still gotta pay rent.
You know, but secondly, you know, as an artist and as a professional, like, you know, person who lives off of selling their fucking art, you know, it's like important to also understand that your work is an investment, and your clientele who's purchasing from you sees it as such. Right. Okay, and having a percentage like 20%, I increase my art 20% every year, right? It's like the average return that an investor is going to get is 10%. Right. So if I come at you with a product that's proven and that I increase at 20% every year annually, it's an investment for you that you're going to get twice what you was initially going to get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all you're doing is betting on this artist's success. In the direction that I go, you know, from a career-wise, you know, because I try to expand on my career like every fucking few months, you know. And with the trajectory that I have, it's a good bet. I genuinely have
Potheads that name math, man.
Yeah.
They fucking
no, man, but
all them numbers you were throwing, I made my head hurt.
But this is what I'm saying about valuing art, though.
Yeah,
like,
right. I'm about to say the resale value of motherfucker increases.
Well, people sell my old art; they resell it.
Oh, I'm
like,
sure.
This is why.
I'm sure that $50 motherfucker is like, yeah, I got at least a good $100,000 right here.
But there it is. This is why wealthy people buy art, yo. Okay, this is why culturally, if you have a bunch of money, you invest in art. They're tax write-offs. They're going to be worth more later. You could pass it down. There's like so many different fucking aspects of like the art world that like financially, you know, does things for people that have funds, you know. And I mean, fucking art is heirlooms and shit. And you know, like, and I think people miss that. Like they think art and they just think like, you know, some guy high in a studio.
Macaroni noodle plates and shit.
Macaroni noodle plates, yeah. I did a badass macaroni noodle plate. But anyway, you know,
my shit was pristine, you know what I'm saying?
But it's stuff like that. And then like when you get in a position where you're selling a fair amount of your work and you're exposing yourself to different kind of clients and shit like that, like I feel like Keith is like one of the most underrated artists here, man. Like if you actually see his body of work, and the range on his work,
his shit is
like
fucking
I feel like
insane.
the city doesn't know enough about like Keith Eccles and the art that he does. I mean, he does a bunch of amazing shit in the community, and I mean, y'all heard him talk, and he's got bars. You know, my man is mad motivational. You know, and he's,
you need to start posting your art with like just a chapter of a book.
But peep this,
your
though, man.
book.
On top of all of that, like just the sheer body of work that he has, and creatively, like if he's an artist, you take a minute and you study his catalog, like, oh my God, it's so fucking amazing and impressive and vast and like, man, shit. And then it's like there isn't other artists with work like this in the city or around here. You know, this isn't like I seen a lot of like oil paintings that way or watercolors that way or whatever the case may be. You know, like this is kind of like a self-influenced style that he does his own thing, and the man's work ethic is just like so fucking next level. You know, people ask me where I get my drive from and shit like that. Like, man, you ever hung out at Keith's studio? Fuck. You know, so you know, but yeah, man, and I think that, you know, if people take if Keith's work was in front of as many people's as mine's is, I know he would be just as successful, if not even more, like internationally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Keith, like everybody knows Keith here. Everybody fucking knows Keith here.
Even if you don't know him, you know Keith here.
Yeah.
Like
real shit.
I've seen. No, that's what I'm saying. I've seen his art a million times. Didn't know his name. Didn't know his face. Then he walked up. First, I Googled him and I was like, "Oh, that's him." And then you walked in and you were like, "Hey, I'm Keith," and I was like, "Oh shit! Like I'm a fucking fan, bro."
That's exactly what he said.
That's exactly how that went down. That's fucking tight. I can't believe I missed that. Oh shit.
Because like I was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" He's like, "Oh yeah, hey, how you doing?" Keith Eccles. And I was like, "You're the guy?" Oh shit.
He is the guy, man. He is the
So
guy.
as an OG in the New Orleans art scene, is the signature? I'm still on the signature thing. Is that like a thing? Like the sign it, don't sign it?
No, actually, it depends on the thing, man. Like, there's certain projects that I've done, like right after Katrina, Boomtown's first poster. Okay, I'm prepaid. Can you come out and sign? 5,000 posters. 5,000. Okay,
Ow!
It's on. Oh,
That made my wrist hurt.
No, so this is the thing. No,
Look at her
paid
wrist.
handsomely.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay, prepaid handsomely.
I like a good-looking
You're
guy.
on radio, TV, everything. You're in person. People coming out the casino just lost their ass. Here's a free poster for you. Part of the deal is, can you sign these prints for me? For what you pay me? Absolutely.
Yeah, bitch.
So
Yeah, I
just
can.
like Josh said, I did 3 hours. If you made those 3 hours, we're good. After that, I just signed. They slid it down the table. I just kept signing. No, nothing to anybody. This is what we're doing.
So, is there a difference in that? Like, if I approach you on the street with a poster and say, "Hey, can you sign this?"
Like you said,
Can you
depends on-
personalize
first
it?
off, it's like the thing, like
Hey, Scott, you're
to
awesome.
draw-
Love Keith.
drawing, I don't
Like,
remember a time when I didn't draw. Like I draw so fast, it's ridiculous.
Right.
Bro. And they'll tell you, like people who know me and see me that do this stuff all the time, it's like, there he goes again. But people that have never experienced the thing is like, dude, what's even happening right now?
yeah.
And really, that's the thing. So, I was a grand marshal of Gretna's Mardi Gras. One of the
I
last
love the
ones
way
that
this
they had.
motherfucker's just like, "Yo, I'm dope, motherfucker.
I
I'm
printed
dope."
20
I've been
20
dope,
100
bitch.
No, this is one of the dopest things I ever did. So imagine you this guy. You grow up in your neighborhood, right? And they say, would you be the grand marshal of this parade?
Goddamn right.
I go print 2,500 posters, and I throw them to all of the people on the route that are in my neighborhood, bruh.
That's
the
neighborhood.
shit
Hey.
ever.
Yeah.
People are like, hey, E, man, it's me. Man, how you been? How's you?
poster.
Everybody.
I don't even know who the fuck you is.
I'm
I'm way
bad
above
with
you
fuck-
now.
I'm good with Facebook, but I'm fucked up with names. So anyway,
yeah, man.
no, it's
I
just,
fucking
that's
love
the
you,
thing.
Keith.
And I think Josh is on to a great thing because you want to do great things for the community, but you don't want to give away your work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the
Bars.
day, But I got to give a shout out to my dude Keith Eccles in Utah.
Wait, that's you.
There's two of them?
There's two. No, I'm really gonna blow your mind.
He's a
right now. You
clone.
think
Shut
it's
the
a-
fuck up.
There's
No,
two of
no, for real. You really think it's a
All right,
game?
y'all
For
artists
real.
taking this shot of hand now.
No,
Y'all like
no,
calling
real shit.
yourself.
Is this like a code name? Like, is you
No, 'cause I
007?
thought it was.
Operation
so, look, bro, I
Eccles.
lived in Memphis in '92. I came back in town,
Yeah.
and I go to play softball with my people at Belterre. And dudes are walking up, man, congratulations, man. I saw you work on ESPN. The fuck are you talking about? Like, for real. It's like,
Wait, what?
I'm like, what is this motherfucker on?
Did you get like really excited for a second? Like,
No,
bitch, I'm on
absolutely
ESPN?
not, because I'm thinking somebody's tripping and it's about to be me. So after like the 6th or 7th person told me this, I thought there was something to it.
Mm-hmm.
So in this, real shit, they go in and they're doing a online application. Guys, Mr. Eccles, you got your own business. Google you. Okay, so check it out. KeithEcklesArt.com. That's me. Keith Eccles Art. That's him.
Player.
Okay. Dude is in the Hot Rod Hall of Fame
Love that guy.
for pinstriping.
Fucking love it.
All right. Amazing work. He does tattoos. He teaches one shot. Teaches classes how to paint pinstripes and all that shit. What killed his
He ain't the
part of
bald-headed
his-
beauty, though.
No, but it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Google the guy.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna give you homework. I'm gonna teach you.
Homework.
Check it out so you see.
Yeah,
what
I ain't gonna
it.
tell you no.
I called the dude up and we had a conversation, man. Absolutely beautiful person, man. He's
Okay.
doing all of these
Beautiful.
amazing things. So to share a name with somebody's kind of common, but doing the same shit that you're doing, No, man.
That's wild.
There's
The
something to it,
multiverse.
you know
That's
what I'm
God.
saying?
Doctor Strange.
Anyway, yeah.
So
He said that's God.
that's God, son.
WD, right? Yeah.
Gold.
So is there any goals you're aiming for?
Oh man, yeah, fuck yeah. I got a ton of goals.
What's the big one?
Yeah.
What's the I might do this and retire?
Fuck yeah. Well, I have no intentions of retiring. That sounds whack.
My man. My man. I wanted to hear that first.
Anyway, yeah. So I mean, if you're living the life you dream about, why the fuck would you retire from that?
Facts.
But anyway,
Facts.
first of all,
Both of y'all should write a book together.
Yeah, let's write books
Let's
together.
just call it We High as
He's gonna
Fuck.
have to handle the editing.
I'm gonna just sit here and talk, Keith. And
No,
you
for real,
just
I can't
write my
spell,
shit.
Keith. No, for real.
You're one of them chicks that be in court. Like that, what they like the stenographers or
This
whatever.
hey, baby, why
damn,
don't you
Joe.
snog your number down for me?
So look,
Y'all
Proud of
fluffing,
you, bro.
Joe.
Proud of you.
Y'all fluffing. That's a first.
I'll drop a few goals that I got going on, right? Like so.
Alright.
Okay, so like one of them is we currently have work featured in New Orleans, Miami, and also was it St. Petersburg and then in DC.
Oh
Right
yeah,
off-
sure, yeah, St. Peter.
Blah blah blah. Whatever,
Yeah,
man.
whatever.
Whatever. That's not a trash.
You
talk
yada
situation.
yada the fuck out of that, bro. Like,
Yeah. Well, anywho, that's cool. Well, cause like, listen, man, real shit. Like, I mean, I think everybody will agree with me when I say this. I set goals and I try to make it casual to accomplish them because I expect to accomplish them. I don't set goals to be like, one day I'll do this thing. You know, it's like, no, motherfucker, I'm gonna go do this.
So wait, in
and then I
DC?
do it, and then I'll be like, yeah, so that's done. Now I want to do something.
So wait, where the fuck are you in
Facts.
DC?
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like right outside of Georgetown, there's a gallery called Studio A Global, and they gave me my first solo show actually.
Okay.
And so I work with the gallery owner there, and he collects some of my art. It's a guy named Aaron Pomerantz. I think that's how you say his last name.
Okay.
But he found me out at the Frenchman Art Market and bought like a large quantity of my work at one point in time, and then told me, he's like, dude, I'm building a gallery. And I really like your fucking art. He didn't say fucking art because he
You
was
were like,
way
fuck yeah.
he's way more like chill. He's like, hi, Josh. Yeah, like I think this is really good work, and I really like your art. Building a gallery. Would you want to be the artist for my opening? You know, for the first show we do.
Hell yeah, I would.
And I was like, fuck
Fucking
yeah. What do you need me to do?
Because I heard him
man?
mention the
Like,
Smithsonian.
You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah.
What,
So,
what
like,
is that fucking phone call like?
Oh man, it was
It's
fucking
like
cool.
Secret Service? Like,
No,
hey,
it was
sir.
funny. It was funny. I had a bunch of different conversations with a bunch of museums, and most of the conversations were like them wanting me to give them pieces. And I was all like, man, I know y'all steal most of y'all shit, but I'm not giving y'all none of my.
Hey, bro, talk on it. Speak on it.
Yeah, you know, like I mean, I don't know, but yeah, so like that was just something that was kind of happening. But yeah, man, one of the short-term goals is to kind of have some work out in LA. You know, Maria's made some connects recently out in LA, so there's a gallery that would like to perhaps entertain. Thank you.
To the God.
Yeah.
To the God, Maria.
But yeah, so like perhaps entertain like showing some of my works. And I recently made like some friends out in Seattle that are also interested.
Hey.
And like, you know, so like
You're going to end up in the first Starbucks ever, bro.
I hope the fuck not. Anyway, Keith, if I end up in a Starbucks, put me down. Slowly.
Name of the episode.
Oh, shit.
If I end up in Starbucks, put me
Son
down.
of a bitch. But no, man. So that's something that I want to do like in the next like year or so. You know what I'm saying? That's not like no 5-year plan or none of that shit. But ultimately, like the big goal that I have that everybody kind of was like, ooh, you know, it's like I want to do a solo show in Tokyo. You know, I've never been. You know, I'm not familiar. I've only been out the country a few times. Never that far away. And but culturally, like I have some admiration. You know what they do. You know, and I would like to be submerged in a place where I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know,
Right.
And
Oh, wait, we
I heard
found
it
a
looks
vending
dope
machine
as
with
fuck out
used
there,
underwear
too,
in it.
so-
well, peep this, man. I think
It's a
as a
thing.
creative,
It's a
like as
thing.
somebody's like a visual artist, like going to a place where you don't speak the language, right?
Right.
And then only being able to communicate by your visual art.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was
Right.
like, I said that I think that'll say something different about me as a creative because it's like, cool. So we don't have to be able to like verbally communicate. We can just visually share this image, and you have an
Fuck yeah.
appreciation
Fuck
for
yeah.
like, you know, me and what I do and everything else like that.
Thank you, my brother.
But ultimately, I want to be an international artist. Like, you know, I mean, I love the city. I love being known here. I love the support that I get, you know. and I'll continue to do art here. But my big goals is like I would like to share, you know, my work with the world, you know, and have shows like across the world. And I love the idea of being like some kid from fucking West Wego is like solo show.
But don't laugh at that dude, because just last Art Basel, here's a kid from West Wego who was a talk of South Beach, man.
Biggity.
Really.
Fuck like
real shit.
no, don't
Like-
fuck South Beach, but it's just the fact that it's like, all right, well, he was the biggest artist in South Beach, yeah, but he's also a kid from West Wego that's being talked about in the fucking Smithsonian. Like that, I keep going back to that because like,
Yeah, but this is
I
real,
feel like that's got to be one of like the highest honors. Like it has to be.
I mean,
It's a
shit.
Super Bowl, bro.
Well, I know we don't kick it, but I mean, it's hard. Things are as big of a deal as you make them.
Right.
It's the
You know what
fucking
I'm saying?
Smithsonian.
But, yeah. So what? And if my art's in there, what does that mean?
That means
Am
that
I
one day the
now?
world ends.
No.
One day the world ends,
No, real
and then
shit.
people come back to this planet and they go, "Oh, this seems like a place where they stored really important things." Oh, Josh Wingerter is among the greats that we decided to keep.
That's so tight.
All right, I'm good.
Right.
with it.
That's so
We
tight.
good? You good
Stop.
with it, Joe?
You know,
Yo, I'm good with it.
Well, I mean,
Fuck with it. Yeah.
well, I mean, listen.
What do you think, Dreads?
I'm not saying-
You keep looking over here. What do you think?
What's your name, my guy?
I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying.
It's fucked up because he's so
Aubrey?
he's so
His name is
fucking,
Aubrey,
he's
goddammit.
so fucking talented, and I just keep calling him Dreads.
I'm not saying.
I see him over there like rubbing his chin, like I will fuck you up, my bro. Like,
Yeah, he's the muscle. Yeah, man. But listen, just to be clear, man, I'm not saying I wouldn't want to be in it or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, listen, creatively, man, I'm not.
everybody's got their own goals.
No, well, I paint for fucking now, man.
Right.
I'm not painting for some people to read about me and never shake my fucking hand or meet me and none of that shit and make up what my art means. You know, it's like, because you don't know, bitch. Like, you don't know. No real shit. Like, you don't know.
No, Josh,
Like, you find my art in the Smithsonian. It's like, oh, that's Jimi Hendrix painting. So clearly they worship this man with a guitar. You know, it's like
No. See,
that's
that
not gonna be the,
those paintings don't need to go in the Smithsonian. The one that you have downstairs in your gallery, that's the one that needs to go.
I mean, I could.
It's
dig
a Greek statue holding a banana with a bunch of random spaghetti and sex and art stuff and
spaghetti sex. If you haven't had it, grow up.
mom spaghetti.
Yeah, I mean, not moms. That's fucking weird, bro.
Whoa.
Hey, here we are in the South.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We're not all in that South. You're there alone.
Not myself, sir.
Yeah. He said that's not my South.
Joe, what's your new question?
No.
Joe, what's your new
Mine
question?
neither, bro. I'm hanging out with you.
What's your new question, Joe?
My new question?
Yeah.
I don't have a new
I know
question.
as time goes on, you got more shit to talk about.
Keep spotting them on the question.
Yeah, I really don't have shit now.
Because I know you're sitting there like, can he paint the Grinch? Like,
Look
that
me-
sounds like such a great idea.
Look me into my face. Question me.
Well, I do have this. So, as artists who clearly are all about free thinking, how do y'all feel about this whole thing going around about censorship? Offensive.
Praise.
It hurts
to,
my feelings.
Praise to Dave Chappelle.
In the fucking world, really.
Put your lips on the
Right
mic.
now is
I need you to put your lips on the mic for this one.
What are we censoring?
For
mean, like,
instance, one of the things that I wanted to bring up
Lot of
was a
nipples.
comedian that I'm a very big fan of. His name's Andrew Schultz. He just had to buy his own comedy special back from
That's
Netflix.
that cancel thing you're talking about?
Or he said a streaming service. He didn't specify, but he had to buy his special back because they told him they would not release his special with certain jokes in it.
I want to hear those jokes specifically.
I'm
It's
about
on
to say,
YouTube.
Is that,
It's
is
on
that-
He
YouTube.
said it's on YouTube.
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube.
I feel like that can't be Netflix.
Yeah.
They let Dave Chappelle on there.
Apparently he had a
couple of
deal with
times.
them.
My guy just went
So
in.
Netflix cut him off.
That's the
And you know he got
that's
criticized.
the talk.
I can't,
May
I
I-
can't
That's the talk.
comment on shit I don't know about.
Listen,
But it's censoring.
can I go ham
Oh, it
sandwich?
is.
Of course you can. Go ham turkey
Super
sandwich.
duper. So I just think that's all fucking bullshit, yo. I think that like that's just media stuff. I think that's a good way to hype it up. I never heard of this fucking guy you just mentioned.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And like, did you before this happened?
Absolutely.
Okay, well that's
I'm a
tight.
huge
Okay,
fan
coolio,
of
coolio.
So-
I never heard of him specifically, but I'm saying that like the way everything works now in media and everything. It's like, let's make some negative PR or something like this go
I see what
on.
you're saying.
It'll create attention to it, and we'll create a whole new demographic of people that'll now watch this shit on Netflix.
Because of the controversy behind it.
Exactly. Because there was a time when, like, anything that you watched on TV or that was entertainment, you didn't know about what went on in the back scenes. You just know about the product. And, like, now it's all about what happens before the product's released. You got to listen to be like, well, this guy slapped this guy in the fucking face. And if you watch the movie, he's just reenacting scene whatever. And now everybody's watching this shitty-ass movie to see somebody get slapped in the fucking face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe that's a bad analogy.
No, it's not, because like you said, when it comes to like being an artist, is we go against the grain of what people consider normal.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing when it comes to movies. We don't want to see your boring fucking movie.
Yeah, word.
But somebody got slapped in the face in real life.
Yeah.
I've seen people get slapped in the face 100 times. But guess what? I've never seen it happen on film. I pretended. And now this guy's got a lawsuit on his hands. But apparently that was a big thing. And, like, honestly, I'm sick of seeing it. Man. Like, it does feel like it's becoming a thing where it's like, if it is, like, do you know how, like, right now, Thor is banned in China?
Thor?
The new Thor movie?
Why?
Because of the gay scene in it.
Oh, they get gay in it?
No, they have a person that's made of rocks talk about how him and his husband had a baby.
That's gay?
Yeah, because he said his husband.
Rocks having husbands? Well, how do we know what the rock is?
No, he described it. He described it in detail. They literally hold hands.
Did he say rock as man?
No, he is actually
as husband.
No, he's a rock person, and they hold their rock hands over a volcano, and then eventually a big rock forms, and that's a baby. And China was like,
"You think they got
that's way too gay for us to show on TV?"
Rock babies. Everyone knows that should have been paper or scissors.
No, but man. He did a whole 8-minute. It's on YouTube. He did an 8-minute talk about abortion.
Okay.
And apparently the streaming service that he was releasing it on said that joke would have to be cut along with a couple of other ones, and he said, I'm not going to do that.
Are you talking about Andrew
That's
Schultz?
tight.
Yeah.
That's tight. So
what you got? I see it burning. Come over here. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, Maria. Get over here.
Come on, Maria.
I see it burning through your eyes. She's over there like pointing. Motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead, girl. Get it out.
It's why filter reality? It's the current conversation.
Because your reality offends my reality.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, doesn't everybody have an opinion? Why can't we sit as adults and say, hey, that's just his opinion?
Maria, you're talking about something that we've been.
But that's what I was saying earlier. Everybody wants to fit into the same structured society. But at the end of the day, they don't realize that in each individual, there's a different opinion, there's a different creativity level. We're different humans for a reason.
No, the thing is, and this is the best way I've ever heard it be told, is when we were coming up, when we were all growing up.
Back in my day.
Yes. We went home to our parents and said, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, the teacher doesn't like me. And our parents looked at us and said, tough shit. Not everybody's going to like you.
What did you do?
Get over it.
Yeah.
Get over it. Learn to deal with it. And nowadays, a kid comes home from school and says, Mommy, Daddy, the teacher doesn't like me. And we go, well, that teacher's got to get fired. You want to know why? Because my kid's special.
He is.
Yeah. So that's what I think we've turned into. Obviously, Hendrix. Obviously.
I'm just saying.
But that's what I think is the biggest thing is like Netflix. It's you know what it is? It's a bunch of white people in a room that are above the age of 60 that don't know what's going on in society right now telling us what we need. And I think that's what it eventually turned into was them saying like, oh, this is too much for society to handle, and we might lose subscribers because of this and X, Y, Z.
But if it's conversation on social media, why can't it be on a different platform?
Plickety.
It's open and out there already, so what are you
over
censoring?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So
come at me, bro.
Okay, well, like I'm gonna just put this out there in a different perspective. Question. You were just talking about when you were growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Word. So when we were growing up, the TV that came on was nothing like the TV that is on now.
Correct.
Okay, you weren't allowed to show titties and say fuck at least like 3 times. Like it's PG-13, you can say fuck 3 times.
Like Titanic, they had one fuck. They had one fuck, and they used it on out of his fucking hands.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like if you watch TV and everything else when we grew up, all of that shit was already censored for us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I think like I think, frankly, I feel like we're in a generation of like bitching about stuff, and like we kind of find any narrative to bitch. Like we pick a side, or we say something's going on, and we're like, you know what? It's time to bitch. You know, and that kind of goes down. But we talk about like not wanting to be censored and everything else like that. But I'll be real with you. I can't even let my son watch regular TV because they let way too much fucked up shit go down on there. And as a parent, I have to be like, word, I'm not gonna let my kid watch that or these kind of things.
What do you consider fucked up shit?
I mean, like he couldn't go see the new Doctor Strange movie.
Why?
Why? Because there's straight up fucking murder in it, player. Like, did you watch it? Like,
yeah, you're right.
Did you watch it? He's 6.
I'm so desensitized to it.
But that's cool. I'm glad you're fucked up. My son's not gonna be.
No, facts. No, you're absolutely right. No, you're absolutely right.
Like, that's
no, but it's also fucked up. No, it's also fucked up because I go to watch a fucking Pixar movie and I'm like trying to like, and I'm letting other shit go. Yeah. Like somebody gets murdered in the new Pixar movie, and I'm like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. No, wait, hold on. Wait, no. They had a gay couple for 10 seconds. We can't have that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's turning into.
Yeah. Well, I don't like that shit either. I mean, I think that shit all fly. I'm not over here trying to like put a narrative out or like push anything specific. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to like edit things, you know, but I'm talking about like overall content. Everybody's worried about like this whole fucking sexuality thing and everything else like that. It's so much bigger than that, man. Where's fucking decency in motherfuckers?
That's what I'm loving. Is it's just like you're so worried about gay people in a movie. What about the fact that he just murdered a person?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. You can have a scene where it fades out with them in the covers and some sounds. I don't give a fuck, player. Right? Just as long as like the show is wholesome and people are decent and shit. Like I feel like every show is filled with assholes.
As a and not even in a gay way. But like as a parent, do you have like, and this can go for, do you have an issue with like the showing of like a gay couple in a movie or a TV show or like anything like? Does any of that bother y'all?
No, absolutely not.
Just stop murdering people.
No, man.
I mean,
we
violence is the thing.
There's
enough of the shit on regular TV.
Yeah.
Watch the news. I'm tired of watching the news.
Word.
You know, the body count is out the window. You know, is through the roof. Yeah. When does it stop? So when we look at you know, the scenes in relationships and all that doesn't bother me at all.
That's crazy because Keith is over 35. And
over 35.
He doesn't care that there's a gay couple on TV. And
well, man, I mean,
because that's the most kickback we've ever gotten is talking about shit like that.
That's whack, man. Because like, listen, as a parent, like as a dad, you know, my son, I'm not here to dictate what he likes, who he loves, or any of that shit. I'm here to support him and love him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at no point in time do I form any kind of, like, opinion or like, putting him in any kind of situation where I even, like, shame it or be like, look away. Like, who fucking cares, man?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're loving people and being good to people, that's the kind of people we kick it with. You know, like, if... A Cowboys fan?
Wait, say that in the mic.
Who's a Cowboys fan?
Unless he's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, no, then we can't fuck with you. Then we can't fuck with you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, if he grows up and looks at you and says, Dad, I don't like the Saints no more, I like the 49ers.
Yeah,
you're gonna be very upset.
Not really. I mean, I'm not gonna give a shit. I'm gonna love my kid, man.
You don't understand. Across this fucking California.
He wants you to commission a 49ers painting.
Oh man, I could totally do it.
It's gonna cost you a lot though.
That's whatever size you pick. That's how much it costs.
Just don't sign it. Just give it to me.
Just don't sign it.
Yeah. I'll give you that no sign discount.
It's like $10.
It's like $50.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So. Word. The other thing that happened recently on the news, I sent you the article. I don't know if you got a chance to read it.
Yeah, twice. Read it twice.
So
just the title.
So everybody's got their own opinion, obviously, on the Roe versus Wade thing being overturned. Everybody's got their opinions. Everybody's got their thoughts.
They got opinions. I heard about that shit.
But something happened recently, and I thought that this was a great time to bring it up.
This is a perfect time.
A woman in the HOV lane.
Oof.
She was driving wherever the fuck. And she ends up getting pulled over. You listening back there? Because I need y'all's opinion too. She gets pulled over while driving through the HOV. She gets pulled over while driving through the HOV lane, right?
Sit all the way up.
I want to look this man in the eyes.
Look him in the
and
face.
While she's driving through the HOV lane, cops pull over. Whoop, whoop.
Diggle, you want to roll some joints?
Guess what? You're getting a ticket, bitch. Well, why am I getting a ticket? Because you can't drive through the HOV lane by yourself. There has to be 2 or more people. And she goes, there is more than one person. Right here. She was 32 weeks pregnant.
Biggity.
The fuck I'm saying, sir.
Word.
No, you ready for number 2? You want to know where this happened? Fucking Texas. The spearhead for if you get an abortion, we're gonna put you in jail. Why? Because
of Jesus.
Fetuses are babies.
I'm pretty sure it was Jesus.
Jesus and fetuses are babies.
Yeah, I think. Jesus has that whole.
Run that shit, Maria. Jump on that. What you said?
Bunch of chapters.
Like, what's her name? I need to friend her or something.
Bro,
maybe
so
I want to invite her to the gallery and just give her a big ass fucking hug.
she said it just like that.
What's up, girl?
He looked
Come
in the
over here
car.
so I could hug both of you.
No shit. No, I'm not lying.
Threesomes. But no, I'll grab it for you real quick. But he apparently looked in the car and said, "Ma'am, 2 or more." And she said, "There is 2 or more." And he said, "Well, where's the other person?" And she said, "Right here."
So he didn't ticket her?
He did. In fucking Texas.
Yeah, word.
He gave her a ticket.
Yeah.
In this state, you tell me that no matter what stage of pregnancy I'm in, that is a human, I am not allowed to kill it. But I say, going across this fucking HOV, in the worst way.
He must have been so baffled. He probably was like, "Oh my god, let me just give a ticket just
He
so I
was
don't get
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
He might have had a case of the cops.
But thoughts, gentlemen, thoughts.
Give you a ticket for being a smart ass.
No, I want to send her some love.
You're getting this ticket. You know why?
You're getting a free Jimi Hendrix print.
Man, hand delivered. Fuck. You're awesome.
A bad case of the cops. I'm gonna use that shit.
But what are y'all's thoughts? What are y'all's thoughts on the situation?
I mean, if I was
Should
a
she
cop,
have gotten
I would
a
get
ticket?
a whole ticket too.
Why?
Don't outsmart me. I'm a cop. You smart ass.
Preach. Y'all up. We talking about this. She didn't even get shot. All right? Like, we over here
She
having
was
this
white.
conversation.
She was white.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't even get shot, and we ain't here talking about, but she got a ticket, though.
And
You know, I mean, I hear you. She shouldn't have got a
if
ticket.
that was a black woman, she'd have got 3 in the stomach.
Oh, fuck us.
Call me a lie.
I don't know what you are, but
Call me a lie. We'll move on.
Yeah, man. In the tummy? Like, wow. That's heavy.
You know the police trying to keep them black women down. Moving on. Wait, why was that the one to roll your tongue to?
Are you trying to get like street cred right now?
I feel like it is, man.
That's the white savior complex. You know how it goes.
I fucked up. Is that how it goes? No. Is this sabotage?
But what are the thoughts on that? Should she have gotten a ticket?
Yeah, bitch.
Nah, man.
No.
No, in the real world? In the real world? In the real world? Yeah, she should have gotten a ticket. But now people like me that are pro-choice are going,
pro-choice.
That's a person, ain't it? That's a person? Y'all passed the whole law.
Yeah.
She can't scoop it out. Better not give her no goddamn ticket.
Nah, in real life, don't get it. She shouldn't have got a ticket, but like, yeah, bitch, don't. You're not.
Don't outsmart me.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, man, I'd say she shouldn't have gotten a ticket. Like,
What do you think?
I don't think she should have got a ticket.
You good?
It's like, I'm just not going to comment on it. But I also think, like, this kind of conversation, exactly what I was talking about earlier, it's like a fucking stormtrooper, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how we're going to get everybody riled up on this side. You know what I'm saying? And, like, and listen, I'm not saying that there isn't any, like, right or wrong or justice to be done to it. But, like we just mentioned, man, there's motherfucking people getting shot. People are dying.
Yeah.
And we over here, and look, man, I think everybody should have the freedom to do, with their bodies whatever they want and everything else like that. I'm not, like, trying to duck the conversation, but I'm saying have the conversation. Like, stop pulling extra shit and being like, look how right we are. And then, like, next week, it'll be some other shit that'll happen.
I think that's the issue.
And then motherfuckers be like, now look how right we are. And it's like, man.
I think that's the issue is nobody wants to say that they're not right. Nobody wants to do it anymore.
But yet everybody wants to have a conversation, though.
No. Some people don't even want to have a conversation. They just want to say, I'm right, period.
Okay, so how do you genuinely appreciate people if you think you're right all the time? Like, I'm not fucking, like no, real shit. Because I look at people, I enjoy spending time with people and everything else. I have opinions on things. I mean, I don't really like mayo on sandwiches, but motherfuckers like mayo on sandwiches. See the face you just made? I mean, that might be weird.
First of all, you shouldn't have any other condiment but mayonnaise.
Yeah, whatever.
He dips his fries in mayonnaise, so.
Oh,
me and Maria gonna hang out, bro. Me and Maria gonna hang out.
You dip your fries in mayonnaise too?
You dip your fries?
Huh? Vegan mayo.
It's not even mayo.
Don't worry about it.
It don't need eggs.
Veganese.
It don't need eggs.
It's what?
It's called Veganese.
Hey.
Get it together.
Yep.
Are you full vegan?
Full vegan? You mean like she's drunk?
I went.
You mean like
I went full vegan during the pandemic. Then I realized
Full
there's
vegan.
a whole movement behind it, and so
Movement.
you definitely can't be vegan and still cook meats.
Word.
And I still
Yeah.
cook for Hendrix and Josh.
Oh man, and
So
cooking it.
I do
no.
eat plant-based,
So the
but
vegan police
also
pull up and be
whenever I
like,
cook for
"Bitch."
those guys.
Yeah.
And the movement. So if I say I'm vegan and the movement finds out I'm cooking a fucking roast, they'll
You-
hang me.
yeah, they'll kill you.
Listen,
So
the
I eat
fucking
plant-based,
movement.
but I still do cook down south New Orleans.
Hey.
All day.
But wait, are you the vegetarian that can eat fish or can't eat fish?
Who's the
So that's pescatarian.
I don't know what none of that shit means.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
so
see.
pescatarian.
You know how
when you eat
angry I
seafood-
get when it's like,
Listen.
oh my God, it's Lent, Fridays,
The
no
vegans-
meat, and then I drive by and you having a fish fry. That's fucking meat.
So
This
the
is
vegan
tight.
Fuck you.
community's gonna
What
kill
vegetable
me.
is crawfish?
Oh, I wasn't gonna do it,
Myself,
Keith, but
I
he's
thought
doing it.
Something just came to me. I'm
Oh,
like, I think
vegan-
I should say
That's
something.
Okay, so
veganized
wait, if
crawfish.
you read my post, it says vegan until crawfish season.
Oh,
okay,
Hello.
my
tell
bad.
it, Becky.
I didn't read the disclaimer. My bad.
Hey, what time are we at, Turtle?
I'll take my joke.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, we gotta wrap up soon
Oh why, man? We're doing great.
because according to Turtle, our listeners don't like us going over 2 hours.
Oh my bad.
He's a liar.
But
He's
according
a liar.
To, but according to your proof that you showed, they love when we go 3 hours.
So I got one more
I don't
before
get
we
it
head
'cause
out.
I don't like sitting in front y'all for 3 hours.
All I'm saying is keep that shit in Scott inbox then.
So I got one more. Apparently there was a man, and this is apparently a very big deal. So don't y'all look at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Man with a
Dreads,
big deal.
relax. All right.
Man, was a big deal.
So
His name is Aubrey. Goddammit.
Aubrey Dreads is the same thing.
Actually, I don't like that name.
Aubrey
That's
is
Drake's name.
Aubrey's short.
See,
for-
look, I was about to say
is his
he
real
fucking
name,
you over.
His real name is Aubrecia.
Albrecia.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from up north.
So there was a guy.
Is it really Aubrey?
Keith, you know what? I need you. I don't need Josh on this one.
Yeah,
I need Keith.
yeah. He
So
likes to be
Keith-
called Aubrey because he thinks it's sexy because of the Drake shit.
Nah, Drake got braids. That shit not hot.
So Keith, there's a man in Florida. He's hanging out in his yard. He's doing his garden. He's minding his fucking business and on his own property like an American.
Not American property.
And then out of nowhere, a chicken comes into his yard and starts to attack him. A rooster, a cock, if you will,
Like on Family
starts
Guy?
to attack him. And as he's being attacked, he decides, you know what? Being attacked by this cock is not what I want to do. So he fights back, kills the cock, and then gets
This sounds like a real.
Hashtag cock killer.
no. And then after he kills the cock, he gets in trouble with the police for animal abuse
Yeah.
because the cock belonged to the neighbor. And the neighbor is suing him for killing his
The
cock.
price of the cock.
Yeah,
What is the value of one
What is the
cock?
value of the cock?
I can look it up.
Yeah.
I would love to know the value of
So
one
no, it's real.
for one cock. What does a cock go? I mean, I haven't been in the game in a while.
I could buy a baby cock for
How
$1.
much does one cock go for?
I could buy a baby cock for $1.
That's what you just said.
Yeah.
I
He's,
really can't fuck with this because I'm a chicken person.
oh,
All
man.
right, all
You know
right.
what I'm saying? I had to take out. because
We're
there's
asking
a
about
order
cock
you can't have
specifically.
roosters.
Wait, put your lips on the mic while you talk about
You
cock.
can't have roosters where I live. And, now, that's inappropriate. Bro. I'm talking about cocks and you want to put shit on my lips. That's inappropriate. I'm fucking with you now. All right, Slayer. All right. So, I had a fucking rooster named Big Nuggets, and I had to take his fucking head off. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, I gotta
right?
go.
We gotta bring it back to death. Yeah.
Look at
So-
You gonna make some big
Bruh. Big Nuggets went, and I was hurt.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Did you eat
So
him?
I did.
Hey,
That's the greatest fucking
He was
story.
delicious.
I said, look, I had to cut his head off. And the kids were like, oh, that's a terrible story. What happened? I said, y'all eating him. True story.
True story.
extra crispy, please.
Fuck, man.
So, how do y'all feel about my man defending himself from the almighty cock?
Oh man.
That's happened more.
I would-
Do
than
you
once.
feel like he should have gotten in trouble with the police?
Listen, man.
As a person who's been attacked by a rooster on
By a
my way
cock?
home from the bus stop,
The cock got you?
fuck that chicken.
Oh, okay.
Fuck that chicken.
You know what I'm saying?
I would
Kill that
say
bitch.
No, because the problem. All right, so here's the problem, and I'm gonna look at Dreads while I talk about this. So the problem is, I think he should have beat that cock. I don't think that he should be.
Bro, you are so off the rails right
No,
now.
hold on. I'm
bro.
talking. I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about the
this shit.
situation.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about the situation. No.
Cue in.
fuck is wild,
This
man.
All right, am I taking it too far? All right, I'll take it back. So
That's not my fucking friend. No.
Aubrey, hold on. So I think the problem was he beat the guy. He should have choked that chicken.
Should have jerked his neck, right?
I think he should have jerked it.
Low-hanging
You grab
fruit.
it one. You remember Petey Pablo? I think he should. I think he should have twisted around his head like a helicopter. The problem was he didn't beat the cock hard enough. And what do you mean? What? It was a cock and he beat it up.
Okay.
He should have beat it harder. No, he killed it, but he should have beat it harder because no cock attacks me.
The strip club guy.
I love the idea that it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Somebody's driving to work right now, going, Scott, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, man. I mean, real shit. If I wake up in the morning, I'm going out to my fucking truck, and there's like an army of chickens there. I'm gonna stomp them motherfuckers out. All right, like
It's the highest answer I've ever heard in my fucking life.
No,
bro, I could fucking kill 1,000 chickens.
Listen, man. Listen, I'm not saying I'm not over here like animal abuse type cat or nothing like that. Like, I love dogs and cats fucking suck.
What?
Yeah, because if you like cats, I mean, cats don't have souls, man. Get
I got
over it.
2, bro. They dope as fuck.
Yeah, and they don't like you back, player.
No, he do.
They don't like you back. If
He looks you in your eyes.
No,
and
man.
On the carpet.
Facts.
In your eyes.
Facts.
Yeah.
No, that one, fuck him. All right.
Yeah. Oh no. Now it's that one. Like, listen.
Right.
Fucking crazy, bro. But no. Anyway, like I like animals and shit, but I also feel like as a fellow animal, if I'm out in the wild as my fucking driveway, and any animal steps to me, I'm gonna fuck it up. Okay? Because like,
What if it's a cock?
What I mean, I don't know why you gotta make it like that. But yeah, I'm gonna stomp on it
You gonna
with
stomp
my
that
foot.
cock?
Yeah, I think that's the least offensive way to handle it.
Would you stomp the cock, Dreads? Would you do that?
Dreads was like,
You gonna stomp that cock?
I got paid 10 stacks last week to stomp one. It was.
You gonna?
Oh my god.
Put on my combat boots and went to work.
Are you gonna slap the cock?
No,
or?
this man was river dancing.
Okay. You don't want contact to the cock. Okay. All right. I see what you're saying over there, Dreads. I get you.
This man is.
How about you stop being a dick?
My man's trying to capitalize on the use of cock.
Yeah.
Well, if a pregnant woman can't drive through the HOV lane, what means a man can choke a cock whenever he feels like?
I mean, you really can, man. You're just gonna get some weird looks.
This went great till the end.
not illegal,
We
just
actually got to the
find the
trending topics. This is a great fucking conversation.
Yeah, I was like, man. He's like, yeah, save this one for last.
Josh was like, you know what?
Are you ready? Cock.
Josh was like, you know what? The Hangover podcast is a reputable news source.
Yeah.
Cock? No.
Yeah.
Cross his legs and everything. Look at him.
Oh man, no, I've never been on any kind of podcast, and I usually.
Was this fun?
I'm having a fucking blast, man. I mean, because I'm usually like super baked, and I mean I'm high, but we're talking and shit, so it's cool. And then the stuff we're talking about is fun because it's like funny.
To all the news stations that are going to come interview you very soon.
Very soon.
How big do you get for those interviews?
How big do I get? So I mean, cat's out the bag. I enjoy being high enough that the people interviewing me are uncomfortable.
Hit it for him one time.
Yeah, well, I mean,
wait, Maria, why are you shaking your head like that?
Okay.
No.
Pass the mic over, Maria. Why are you shaking your head like that?
Just because I'm always the buffer. Like when he says some stuff, no, he has great intentions behind it, but when he says it, it's so blunt, and I'm like, wait, and I have to soften it up because I know
This is what he
comes from a
means.
good place.
Yeah.
But when he delivers it, it's so
Because Josh is such a
upfront.
calm, nice
Exactly,
guy.
but people are used to
Genetics.
sugarcoating, and Josh doesn't do that. So it's kind of like, no, it comes from a good place, but what he's trying to say is sugarcoat, Skittles, Laffy Taffy, all of the good stuff.
So you're just on the other side of the camera, just like.
Yeah, exactly. All day. You saw what I was doing back there, right? I was like, no, Josh, too far.
I'm literally sitting here having a conversation with you, and I keep seeing her in the background like.
I'm the buffer on all the
Yeah,
interviews.
after we go home, she's gonna be like, "Do you realize you said that shit?"
I hold up note cards for like the
You
news.
told the host to
Whenever
eat
the
a
news
dick
comes here, and I'm
3
like,
times.
stop, shut the fuck up,
You told
move
the
the
ghost
fuck
to eat a
on.
dick.
Like, yeah, all day. Oh my
No, man,
God.
but it's because it's just one more thing that's fun to me, man.
Yeah.
All of this shit's fun. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'd love to take it super serious and do it the way everybody likes to do it, but fuck them. And I'm just gonna kind of do my own thing, man. The whole point of doing this is doing it how I want and whenever I want. And I think one of the most fun things to do is like, oh, here's a situation you're supposed to take ultra serious. And like as an artist or being called an artist or a creative, people already have like that little like assumption that like, oh, they're gonna be different and they're gonna do different type of shit. And like so, they kind of let you do whatever the fuck you want. And I have fun with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, I could be really high. I could smoke this joint literally right before you fucking start the camera, all Ron Burgundy style. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's funny, and it's fun to me. And for people to be casual about it, too, because it's literally like, I can do whatever I want as long as I'm cool about it. And everybody's like...
And then I think people are going to be like, yo, he's just an artist.
Yeah,
he's
that's
a
exactly
fucking
what
artist.
happens. They're like, no, man, it's cool. He's just an artist. He's like, but those are my shoes.
That's what I meant when I said...
my shoes now.
That's what I meant when I said stereotype. It's like, yo, he's a fucking artist, bro.
Hey, bro, you want to trade shoes right now?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
yo,
man.
can I measure your tree?
What size are those?
Not today. Oh, that means no, bro.
That means that. What movie is that?
Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Don't they have a new season coming out?
Yeah, they do.
Fucking so hype, bro. That's such a good fucking show, man. Oh, my God.
So y'all got anything y'all want to add before we shut it down?
Yeah.
Anything art-related y'all want to add before we shut it down?
It's got to be art-related.
Oh, Dredge, you want to come give your socials?
I just want to say thanks to you guys. You know, I mean, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to do like an interview with me and everything like that.
Just let it be known this will not be the last one we're doing.
Oh,
let me explain something to you.
Yeah. Do that.
The funniest thing of the fucking night
Dreading SMA
was you to text or call him and tell him to start now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
no, you want to know where?
No, stop. I said, you really don't fucking know this guy.
Really?
No, Keith, you want to know where he fucked up? I didn't say start before me. I said, hey, pregame drinky drink before we get started. What I meant was when I get there. He took that as, exactly. I'm going to start now.
I could share the text with everyone.
And I'm going to leave you with this
did not say
thought,
when I get there.
Dude went head on, full cast, his team. Everybody rolled out to fucking Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
They smoking weed, sun up, sun down.
Sun up, sun
fucking
down.
Don't stop.
Can't
Art's
stop,
flying
won't
out
stop.
the door. They doing the things.
Art stuff.
And dude goes like this. And I'm like, what the fuck? And dude goes, all right, I think, end of the day, I think we should get high.
That's Art Basel 2021.
Look, dude, me, I'm like, nobody's fucking high yet. What the fuck just happened?
Not the kind of high we trying to be, player.
Bruh?
Yeah, man.
Fucking look, when he says...
He said, bruh.
Look, bro.
You know?
Look, it's like this. He said when he's a fucking professional weed smoker, he's at the top shelf, bro. That's all I'm saying. When you come in to have fun and you want to be real about shit, this is your guy.
Well, do me a favor, Keith. Tell everybody in the microphone where they can find you, where they can buy your art, where they can see your stuff.
I'm at 906 Durbany in Gretna. Come out there and see my stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just full of color.
Excellent experience.
Full of fucking
chaos.
And it's just, you got to see it to believe it, man. That's the thing. You know, I'm just this guy who loves what I do.
Yeah.
I live right next door to my studio, so I never leave work. I love my family and I love my friends.
We actually do have people from out of state and out of the country that watch this show. So is there anywhere that they can find you?
I'm in Gretna. Gretna, Louisiana.
Do you have a website? You got a Facebook, anything like that?
Keith Eccles Art, oneword.com. Check me out. I got stuff on
Can you spell your last name? Cause
Eccles.
My man.
Eccles.
Yeah.
Eccles.
Eccles, man. Holla at me.
Mr. Josh Wingerter, is there anything you want to promote? Give it away.
Whoop.
Y'all want to start getting up and heading now? We'll just leave them here with the board.
No, but yeah, no. I want to thank all you guys. Thanks for letting me kick it with you guys.
You're welcome to come on any show we do.
Chat it up and everything else like that. Thank you for all the floaters, the slam meal and shit. And yeah, no, I mean, other than that, you guys know where the gallery is, Westwego 401 Sala Avenue. Come check out my work. Gallery's open Thursday through Sunday, 12 to 6. Cool thing about it is there isn't only my art here. There's a lot of other artists that come through and kick it. The energy here is next level. You guys are always welcome to come through, have a drink. We do have a full bar here, and probably the coolest crew of motherfuckers in town.
Who was it that painted the truck? Who did the truck?
Everybody.
Y'all all worked on the truck?
You talking about the one in Miami, the van?
Oh, I don't know if it was a van. I remember coming up one day and they had a truck outside.
That's
They had
all
like
three
J. Cole and like everybody else.
Yeah,
Yo, that
all
shit
three
was fucking insane,
the
bro.
tailgate off of it.
That shit was wild, bro.
Yeah, man. Have you guys checked out our YouTube channel?
Where can we find the YouTube channel, Josh?
On YouTube, asshole.
What's
the name, bro? He fucking hates you right now. He's never been slammed this much.
I will say he's the only guest that's ever come for me this hard.
Yeah, so if you just
not hard like his dick, but like hard.
Man, this guy keeps referencing penis.
Everybody like keeps throwing like, bro.
Man, I wish Nate was here. You guys would love each other. My man talks about so much dick. All right, like he'd have been hype as shit when you said cock like 17 times in 10 seconds.
He should have choked the cock, man. That's all I'm saying. It's Florida.
Yeah. No, I hear you. But
what's your website?
What is my website? What is my website?
God damn it.
JoshWingerter.art.
Can you spell
my
it?
Website. JoshWingerter.art. Yeah, that's the website. Man. So, but spaghetti.
But as always, thank you for your support, and if you enjoyed the show, please rate and review on. Okay.
Y'all want to give y'all socials so we can check out y'all art?
Yeah, we got quite a few artists in there,
Yeah.
man. This is actually a packed house. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And all of these guys are dope, son.
Dreading SMA on Instagram. I do a lot of spray paint work.
Spray paint, right?
Dago Arts, DAGO on Instagram.
Yeah,
my man.
Yeah.
Hey, before you even say anything, tell the camera what kind of girls you like. White, slim, crusty, with some boots on. Hey.
I'll just shut up. That's the Instagram. Really? Yeah. Oh, word.
I thought he was fucking around. Seriously? Wowza. But as always, thank you for your support. And if you enjoyed the show, please rate and review on iTunes and Spotify. Thank you for everybody that's been reviewing on Spotify because that actually does help us out. That gets us put on playlists and like all kinds of other shit. Shout out to the person in Ukraine that's been listening to us. I know y'all are going through a rough time. So for you to find time to listen to us, that's dope, bro. That's dope. But you can also find us on Instagram and subscribe to us on YouTube at _Hangover Podcast. And I feel like if you're going to make her have the baby, you should at least allow her to go through the HOV lane. If you killed the cock that was clucking on your property, that's your own issue. Whatever his name is his name Orlando Brown? You've been alive long enough, sir. The way that you keep talking about people, it's time for you to kill yourself. This is the Hangover Podcast. Thank you for having a drink with us. Thank you for listening.
Just woke up, couple daddies from the club.